everybody. Good morning. It is still the morning because I've got my tea with me. I've just made a black tea. Does anyone like a black tea? I don't know. I like a black coffee every now and again, but black tea is sometimes quite nice. Forget that it's actually pure boiling water though. That was hot. If you just joined Mel for her lovely show with Espresso Trasparente, please check out your baskets. Make sure to do so because, of course, it was a wonderful hour when Mel was back to be able to share with you that fabulous product yet again. I love it so much. It's fascinating. To see it move is just incredible. And do you know what? I think at Doncaster Crafting Live, we're going to be featuring that very same product within our free make and takes. So if you're on the fence and you've not yet gone for it yet, that might be a great opportunity for you to be able to have a go at it and give it a go. Have a play. It's fabulous and they're free. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me. Of course, it is Makeover Monday with myself, David. I'm going to be taking you through the next 2 hours. I think, actually, Mel might be joining me for the second hour, which will be nice as well. Have a catch-up with Mel, and she'll be here for the show. I've got deals on here that we have never done before, okay? Really excited because, of course, last week we had Thrifty Thursday, and there was a bundle that was put together that sold out straight away, and it was of a craft bag with some paints. And a lot of you missed out, unfortunately, on that one, and we couldn't really do that bundle for you, okay? There just wasn't the opportunity to be able to do it. The bundle as it stood went, but they put together a different bundle, okay? Great price on this one, different configuration. You're going to absolutely love it. I've got micas that are brand new back in stock. I've got the Interference Chameleon mica powders, which I cannot wait to get my hands on and start demoing for you. We've got acrylic pouring on the show as well, so I'm going to do some pouring with metallics and acrylics. We're going to do the whole lot today. I'm so excited. There's lots to look forward to, loads to get involved with as well. Talking about getting involved, we do also have a spin the wheel, and Lewis did just remind me of the word, which was?
Holiday.
Holiday, that's it. There we go. Holiday is the word. Because it's Bank Holiday Monday, everybody. What's your Bank Holiday plans? Are you going somewhere right now? Are you on the way back from somewhere? Have you been away for the weekend? I don't know what the weather's like. I think it's fine. Not that you've come here to know what the weather's like, but yeah, I hope you have a lovely day. And you can join us for the morning, of course, before maybe you get up to something later on. Hi Gwen and hi Lorraine as well. It's wonderful to have your company. Stay in touch, stay with us. Got lots coming up and lots around the corner to share with you because we have got the most bonkers deal on our acrylic paints. But just before I go into all of the details, I'm going to share with you how to shop with us here at Highlight Crafts Live Shopping. It's a super simple and super easy way to get some amazing deals to your front door. Of course, it's a brand new way of shopping. It's a social construct. It's a new social shopping method. We love it to bits. It means that we can pass on great savings to you, keep the costs down of many different things, but also still deliver you great customer service and, of course, fabulous products at exceptional prices and deals by, of course, all our loved crafters here at Highlight Crafts and even, of course, our external suppliers as well, which come and visit us on a weekly basis, or should I say daily basis, and showcase their brand new ranges and product collections. We have, of course, Makeover Monday, which is a destination hour here, so you all know to get strapped in. Look forward to 2 hours of demos and great prices featuring heavily Cadence, but lots of other bits and bobs too. So, to get the items home to your front door, this is all you need to do. I'm going to share with you a code. You type that into the comments section, and then, of course, it adds it to your basket. So we're streaming live on Facebook and Instagram right now. And if you want to go for the mystery bundle of Cadence acrylics, it's Shop Mystery. So you type Shop Mystery into the comments. It automatically adds it into your basket, and then we will be sending you a direct message. So where you message family and friends in your messenger on Facebook, you'll receive one from us that says from Highlight Crafts. Open that message, and there'll be a link in there. Now, you can do this at any point during the show, but of course you can also do it after the show. You click on the link that we've sent you, and it will redirect you straight over to, of course, the Highlight Crafts website, and there you will find your basket built up. It's really clever. Your basket will be sat with all of the items in it that you've shopped ahead for during the show, and then you just check out. That's it. But just before you do check out, though, you need to make sure you log into your Highlight Crafts account. Now, it's really easy to do if you've not set up an account yet. It's free. You get additional free postage when you spend £35 or more, which of course is easily done. So when you spend over £35, free postage. With every single purchase, discounts. Okay, so the first two you'll get 5% discount with every single purchase, which is amazing. Not just a sign-up discount every single time, which I know I'm not part of any other club like that. Part of a few memberships and clubs and things, but I don't get discounts every single time. You also get points. And of course, you get exclusive updates, latest offers, you get to shop ahead, you get to be part of the club for free, but you get loads of additional benefits included. So please remember to do that. And on the website as well, you can shop ahead with us, which is brilliant. You can, of course, go to today's deals on the schedule and shop ahead of all of the fantastic offers that we already have, because some of you may have already been shopping ahead for what I'm going to share with you in a few moments' time. We are also streaming live on YouTube, which is great. It's another fabulous streaming service. It's free to, of course, watch, and you can sit back, relax, and enjoy it on your television or, of course, your tablet, your phone, wherever it is you like to watch. So now all of that is done and out of the way, shared with you. Hi, Jonathan. Hi, Adele. Hi, Carol. Hi, Darren as well. Ooh, Darren says, I've had to make up a spreadsheet so I can keep track of all my different Cadence paints. It's got so many different types of colours now. Oh my word, amazing. I love that. I actually love the organisation that a lot of you go to, especially with all your Cadence mediums. I mean, seeing coloured bottles in a display or an order for me is just absolute therapy. I love it. So let's go and have a look at what we've got for you today, because you're going to want to add these to your stash. This here is Shop Mystery, okay? And when we say mystery, that means you're going to get at random all different colours of Cadence hybrid acrylic paint. Now this paint individually retails at £4.99 per pot, which should make this entire bundle here £74.85. You're not going to be paying that today though, don't worry. Shop Mystery is going to give you a saving of £34.86 and you're spending only £39.99 before your club discount, before you've used points, before any additional benefits have been added. You're getting 15 hybrid acrylic paints. That's unreal, okay? This should be £4.99 individually. Now, in this one here, we've grabbed, if you're going to go for multiple sets, of course, we'll always try to ensure that you will get separate colours in each bundle, because I know a lot of you will do, going for multiples. In here, see, we've got your plums, your oranges, your blues, your turquoise, your purples, your pinks, oranges. You've even got black and white in there as well, great bonus. Now, the beauty of this is that for any of you that don't know, Cadence formulated a paint called the hybrid acrylic. Of course, it's an acrylic paint, it's all water-based, but it's got its name hybrid right there on the front of the bottle, on the packaging. It means it's multi-surface, okay? Multi-surface hybrid paint. What does that actually mean for you at home? Well, for you at home, this means that you can paint onto paper, wood, metal, cardstock, concrete, terracotta, polystyrene, perspex, glassware, rust, terracotta, go onto stone, all ceramics, glazed or unglazed. You can go onto porcelain, you can go onto laminate flooring, marble. You can go onto PVC windows, you can go directly onto rubber, you can paint onto MDF, you can paint onto plywood, you can paint onto chipboard, you can go onto all of these different surfaces without requiring a primer to do so. And it's fully waterproof, it's fade resistant, it's chip and flake resistant as well, and it's all weatherproof through seasons. I've painted my front door in this, plant pots, I know loads of you at home have painted garden furniture with this as well. It has a flex to it as well, which means of course it doesn't ping off on a surface that's got movement. It will work well in heavy traffic areas like bathroom tiles, kitchen worktops, cupboard doors, door handles. Even if you want to paint your toilet flush, you can literally paint everything in Cadence acrylic. It's brilliant. Now, some surfaces out there in the world will require a primer, and they're the obvious ones. Usually something that's very sort of, you know, maybe it's an old wooden door that's had a lacquer on it or a varnish, and maybe it's got a bit of dust build-up. You're going to need a bit of a sand, and it might be ideal to use a primer on there, give you a better result. Depends on what it is. But in most cases you don't, okay? My PVC front door went straight on with acrylic, used about 2.5 bottles, almost 3, gave it a full 2 coats. That was about 4 years ago now. It's perfect, it's in great condition, and it's like a pastel green colour, it's lovely. Much cheaper than buying a brand new front door, I'll tell you that for free. So you're going to get 15 colours inside here. Now, this means you've got complete blendable mixability. You can use them with your Stephanie's decorative painting, so if you're part of the painting club. Also, if you're part of the Cadence Club as well, we feature acrylics all the time. The time with crackle, the time with wood graining, base coating, whether of course it's all round furnishings or just decorative craft. You can use them for this. So, Shop Mystery, £39.99. Please don't miss out on that one. Okay, so we also have for you here an incredible collection. Now, this here for you is Shop Mica. Okay, Shop Mica is £39.99. You're going to get 32 colours in total inside here, which is unbelievably bonkers, okay? It's absolutely crazy. You've got 32 colours of your fabulous mica powders. These are going to come to you all labelled up with their own colour names. You can use these with your Cadence medium, so paints, pouring mediums, use them with your glues. But you've got this entire set here. It comes with your spatulas, your brush, and some gloves if you want to use them. It's up to you. Maybe you're going to be mixing it with resin. Maybe it's going to go in resin cast or epoxy resin. Now that is shop mica at $39.99. I found a whole new love for mica powders. They are brilliant, and you can do so much with them. We also have another set. Is that set gone? The shop bold. I was out here earlier. I don't know where it's gone. Has it disappeared? Where's it gone to? Has it gone somewhere? I'm so confused. Where have they disappeared to? Have I put them under here? I don't know. We had a little set of mica powders just here. I don't know what's happened to them. They've gone. That's very interesting. I'll give you an update in a few moments' time, everybody, as to where they've disappeared to. Have I taken them away? Is it me? Am I the saboteur? Am I causing chaos? I don't actually know. They were out there on the desk, were they not? They definitely were when we checked those prices, right? Oh, I know what I've done. I put them down here on my trolley. I'm actually losing the plot, everybody. So, this here for you is Shop Bold. Now, this here is $12.99. These are your bold micas. Beautiful colours inside here. They mix together so, so well. Now, you've got inside all 8 of those to actually work. You've got your gold, you've got that wonderful black, you've got the vivid green, a rosy red. You've also got in there your 2 different blues. You've got a cherry pink and a hot fuchsia. Those are very bold colours. I'm going to show you those at demo as well, how they look on dark surfaces as well as light. You're going to love them. They stencil really well too. Mix them with glues, different mediums to get a fabulous finish and result. Now, something I've been really excited about getting to on this show is these, because they're back in stock. These are your chameleon powders. Honestly, if you want to create effects like this, which go into so many different colours. I see golds, I see pinks, I see reds, I see tints of green inside here. If you want to create a stunning finishing effect like this, this is the bundle for you. It's shop bundle, it's $39.98, and you're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8 of your fabulous mica powders of your chameleon interference. You can see there through the pots all the different colours that can be explored in here. They're absolutely gorgeous. Shop bundle, $39.98 is going to get you all of the micas. We've then also included for you as well the Magic Bond and Seal Kit. So this one here is $14.99, okay, for your Magic Bond and Seal Kit on its own. But having that whole bundle together of course, all those micas and the glues is so important, because then you mix the micas with the glue to create these finishes, and it creates its own glaze. You create your own mica paints, because you can use any of the glues, whether it's on fabric, on metal, on wood, on a different surface to create a gloss or a matte finish. They're amazing. I love these to bits because you've got that interference of the different colours. So of course chameleons change their colours to suit surroundings. With something like this, depending on the light that is shining underneath it, it captures that light, it captures the colour, it dances on the surface. They just look amazing. Honestly, I'm obsessed. I mean, look at these results here. You see greens going into purples, into yellows. So many different tones can be explored inside here. They do look fabulous, and you'll get to explore all of this, of course, during the show. We're going to demo these as well as we go on later on, and you can put them in your pouring paints as well, which would look great. I've also, of course, got some fundamentals, some staples on the show, not actual staples, but staples within our stash, because we have our gesso. This is shop gesso, it's $11.99. You can mix all of those fabulous acrylic paints in with your gesso to make your very own coloured gesso paints, which is a great shout. They work really well together. The black, though, you're definitely going to want this in your stash. Now, the reason why you're going to need and want this is that if you're painting surfaces dark colours, when you go on with your mica paints, you get fabulous finishes. It really accentuates all of the colour and gives you a really strong result. So, going for that is going to be a great shout in here. If you've not tried Cadence Gesso before, it's thick, it's creamy, it's incredibly strongly pigmented. It's got marble dust in there, which gives it a key. It's not an abrasive, but it gives it a stronger surface. It gives it ever so slight texture, which then allows other paints to actually bond to it incredibly well. I also have for you a pack of canvases. This here is shop canvas. You get 12 of these fabulous size canvases. These are 5x7. Great size to work on with these ones. They're from a brand called Arteza, which of course you see here quite a bit now. It Highlight Crafts, fabulous brand to work with. But these are like, I'm going to use these for my pouring. I'm going to use these for my smaller scale rice paper projects. Maybe you're going to do some wall display pieces. They're going to be fabulous for this, okay? Shop canvas, $17.49 is going to get you that entire kit of canvases there, which is brilliant. Again, as I mentioned, we're going to go through our entire counter. We will recap as well during the show quite a few times to give you a little reminder of what we actually have, okay? We then go into a mega bundle. This is huge. The saving is also massive because you're getting inside here 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18 Cadence metallic paints. They are your fabulous, they're flawless colours inside here, massive variety of colour. It's shop mega. It should be £107.82. You want to hear this? You're saving £47.83. You're paying just £59.99, under £60 for 18 colours of metallic paint. Now this is an indoor and outdoor paint as well, so you can use it out in the garden, use it for your planters, use it for decorative finishes. You can mix it of course with your gessos to make your metallic paints as well. It is beautiful. It's packed full of mica, it's really creamy and it's highly pigmented. 2 coats is recommended on glass and more transparent slick surfaces, but you can stipple with it, you can blend with it, you can create a wonderful finish and style. Shop mega, $59.99, okay? The canvases that we've got here for you that we had a little look at, 50% of those are already in allocation. It's a great price today. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 canvases, of course, of that great size there for you. Being 5x7, perfect for photographs. These are stretched as well. Really good. I love these. And again, I had these on a show the other day, and I think that was the first time we ever showcased them, and they were really busy then as well. So no, lots of you will have already received those and be thinking, oh, actually, I've got a few more ideas. They're great as well if you want to sort of evolve into mixed media from a paper crafting background, but you want to stay on a familiar size surface. They're really easy to manage, and you can do everything at a normal standard desk with a canvas this size. Okay, so those fabulous metallics for you, Shop Mega, $59.99, the best price we can share with you on these paints, and we're sharing it with you today. Should be £107.82, so you've got an amazing saving there. We've then got something here, which is Shop Coaster. These are my favourite coasters that we have ever done within our stock here at Highlight Crafts. They're from a brand called Creative. You get 6 coasters in total, all sat on top of each other, like big digestive biscuits, aren't they? And then they're actually in the holder with these little pegs, so it keeps it all displayed nicely. Now, you could, of course, gift all of these coasters and keep the display piece for something else, but they make a wonderful, wonderful gift all together as one. Imagine having these just on a coffee table. I've made them for family before, where I've printed my own rice papers of loved ones, family, friends and pets, gifted them out, and then of course they get to actually celebrate and enjoy those in their home every single day. When they grab a cup of tea, put it on the coaster, they see that wonderful image or design. You're going to get 6 in that stack. $9.99 is all you're paying. It's Shop Coaster for those. And for whilst we're on our wooden items, I'm going to show you some little chopping boards. These are great, of course, for food prep if you want to, but they work really well as small display pieces in your home. You could go for a set of these, maybe stock up on them, and they'd be great for little serving platters. Maybe you've got friends coming round. I think they look lovely, even just on a kitchen side, like this with a candle or a reed diffuser on, or you might even display a little bit of fruit on here, or even like a little smorgasbord would be quite cute. This one here is your first one. It's Shop Board, okay? $9.99. This is the one with the channel that's routed on the insert area there. They've all got a hole drilled at the top. So if you were to, oh, this one's Shop Rectangle. Okay, there we go. Very easy mistake to make there. So this is Shop Rectangle, $9.99, and it's got that channel routed out inside there. So it could be hung up and displayed on a wall, or of course you could attach some ribbons there, some strings. They look great. We also have Shop Board for you, which is your completely flat one, also $9.99, slightly larger in size with the paddle. This one here is great for rice papering. You're going to do a pause onto here, loads of different finishes. And of course you can see it's like a wonderful soft pine, so it would be great for pyrography too. This one here as well for you. It's like a bamboo wood that you've got here. Shop round at £9.99. I was definitely going to get that one right. Well, if I'd got it wrong, I'd a bit confused. It was either shop round or tennis racket. So this one here for you is the round. This would look great. You could even drill a hole and put a clock mechanism on it. It'd be great for a kitchen wall. But again, with this one here, it's 24 centimetres in diameter, length, and of course 17 centimetres in diameter. Shop round £9.99. I'm really glad we're getting all these surfaces in now. They're so important. We also, as well, I'm going to share some canvases with you that are on the back of the counter that we have. This one is Shop Panel. It's £24.99. It's a 28-piece kit. And if I just open the cellophane here, you can see exactly what you're getting. In fact, let me go grab my scissors. Oh, I've got some scissors. Don't worry, Ethan. Let's have a look. I don't think I'm safe with that. Ethan's passing me a tool that looks like it's out of a film. I don't know what it is. I'm going to go with the old scissors, though. Thank you, Ethan. I've got Ethan on cameras, everybody. And I've also got Lewis directing and producing our show. So that's my team I've got with me today. Look at this. Okay, so you've got your A4 inside here. You're going to get inside there 0, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ooh, we've got 7 of those in there. Fabulous. And then you've also got your slightly smaller than A4 size as well. You then go on to, look at this one. This I'm going to say slightly smaller than A5 actually, sorry, like photo size. And then you've got your big leaning towards A3. Look at these ones. This is a brilliant kit to have in your stash. This is Shop Panel. You're going to get all of these for £24.99. Now, I love canvases for so many different things, but for going on here with rice paper, for doing all of your embellishments, for your scrapbooking, for your wall pieces, for decorative elements, trying to hold them all. And this is Shop Panel at £24.99. This is an amazing deal. Of course, canvases, we've been able to do some great prices on them for you recently, and this is an exceptional one. Canvases can be so expensive when you go into your art supply stores and you pick up one A4 canvas for like £5, £6.99, and you walk away thinking, oh, is that how much this should be? And then you see here, all 28 for £24.99. You think, wow, I've got a massive deal there, less than £1 each. You're paying pence a canvas there. Unbelievable offer. Please don't miss out on those. Canvases, I stock up on them all the time. I have stacks like this at home because I get through them, I use them. I do my stenciling onto them. I do my 3D paste onto them. I do rice papering with them. There's all sorts. But they take on your mediums really well. Oh, we do have a question as well. We're going to get into our questions. Oh, let's have a look. Stephanie Best says, do we need any of these chopping boards for the next class, please? In the class, I do actually use one of the chopping boards for wood graining, Stephanie. So absolutely, you could pop one in your basket if you want to do that process and do the project I made. Of course, the class that is coming out is all about wooden surfaces. So it would be a great space for you to stock up because there is all the wooden items on the show for you today. But I do use one of these in the class, yes. I hope that answers that for you. Oh, Carol says, I think the trick is to list them all as they arrive and then sort them into groups. That's a great one, Carol. I'm just reading a few comments as well. Make sure to get involved in the spin the wheel. Just type the word holiday into the comments. Let's have a little look. Carol says, that's a great bundle price on the hybrids, but I know for sure that the 2 oranges and the greys will be in my bundle. Get the colours just like she says it's fated to get the colours she doesn't want. Hey, look, I don't think so. You have no idea what colours you might get in there, and also you could use those colours to mix new ones. So if you don't like those colours, make a new one out of it. So maybe look at it that way. I don't know. But fingers crossed, whichever ones you go for, you're going to get the colours you want. You've got 15 in there, so either way, you're going to get massive value for money. And say if there's an odd few colours you're not a big fan of, you've saved anyway. So it depends on how you want to look at the situation. So I've also got even more on our show here. Now, because we've got that massive bundle of your acrylics and metallics, the pouring effect mediums come into play very prominently on this show. And we've got them in a 2-pack for you. This is Shop Medium. It's £8.99 for the 2. So you've got a £6.99 saved on this. You've already got a great value for money price. But these turn any of your metallics, any of your acrylics, into a pouring paint. You mix half pouring medium, half paint, so same ratio, and then the quantities you've put in of both of those, half of that is water, okay? So easy to put together. It's what I'm going to use in my first demo. And I said to the team, I went, I would love to have pouring paints on the show, but I really would like a great price for everybody. It's Bank Holiday Monday, can we have a treat? And they've really sort of excelled themselves there. £8.99 for the pair of them. That's 240 mils you're going to be receiving because it's 120 ml in each bottle. I love the smaller bottles. It's easier to manage, easier to handle. $6.99 saving, you're only spending $8.99. I'm going to show you how these work and how you can create stunning finishes and amazing results. I've also got Shop Napkin on the show. This is $9.99. This is your porcelain napkin glue. It will adhere your rice papers or napkins to ceramic, to wood, to metal and glassware and be fully waterproof, okay? So your dishwasher safe, Magic Bond and Seal, this is like the larger bottle of it. So if you put rice paper on a surface and you don't want it to come off, this is the one you want to use, okay? Make sure, of course, the surface is primed, ready to go, so of course fully cleaned. And this here gives you an everlasting result. It gives an ever so slight gloss as well, so you can always go over with an aquastone on top, but it does already give you a bit of a gloss seal in there. I do have the Cadence frosting gel with me today as well, which is lovely. Now you might be thinking, oh, what's this? Well, what it does, it creates a frosted finish on glassware. So when you're stippling with it, it's quite white, but as it dries, it leaves like a fuzz, a frosted haze. So you can use brush strokes or stipple with it. I love to use a sponge. You know, like your privacy glass that you get in bathrooms or, of course, in discreet areas of a home. That's what this does. It goes onto the glassware and frosts it. So you still get the shadow and the light passing through, but it diffuses the light evenly. It's $5.99 as well. That's Shop Frost that. $5.99, you're going to love this. If you've never tried it, it's great. You can use it on acetate as well. So if you want to use it on plastics, you can do. I love it on glassware. So I've got some little Prosecco glasses, which unfortunately are empty. But we're going to do some glass frosting on these during the show. Also got some little tumblers, which means you could do your very own set. Now, it doesn't have to be on drinkware. It is food safe, so of course, once it's cured and set, you can, of course, drink from them. But you could do it on all sorts. It could be ornamental vases. You can tint it as well with acrylic, so you can make your own tinted frost. I'll show you how to do all of that during the show, so stay with us. Do also have that rice paper on the show as well, which is Shop Rice. It's $12.99 for a pack of this. I try and get it up for you on all of the shows so no one gets to miss out. Rice paper is my favourite substrate in terms of printables. The reason for that is because that's just my niche. That's what I love doing. But I also love the characteristics of it. I love how it moves, it prints, it folds. It adheres to everything you could ever wish, from a candle to cardstock to glassware to metal, a lot. And it manipulates and moulds into the shape you want it to go onto. Shop Rice $12.99, and we do also have the Cadence stencil spray as well. So Shop Spray at £9.99. Sue Turner, we've got a question in from the lovely Sue. Good morning to you, Sue. I hope you're well and having a lovely Bank Holiday Monday. Sue says, can I put the frost on a front door? Absolutely, you could do. So if your front door has panes of glass inside it, maybe they've got like a lead pattern, maybe there's plain glass, yes, you could. What I would do is I'd do the inside of the door. So of course the exterior of it is the one that actually goes through the glass, but it really doesn't matter. Whenever you're painting with it though on an outdoor surface that can't be brought inside, just cover it over and let it cure for at least 48 hours properly before exposing it to heavy rain. Pick a nice sunny weekend. But yeah, absolutely. If you're doing it on the inside, then you don't have to worry about the curing time. Just let it dry. But yeah, it would be great on a front door. It would look fabulous for that. And you can use it on things like shower screens. You can use it on mirrors. You can use it through a stencil. So if you've got a lovely mirror, but you want to create a fabulous image design on it that's frosted, you could do it through a stencil, and that would look lovely. So you've got your Cadence frosting gel on there too for you. Right, okay. We've had a look at a fair few bits and bobs. Oh, we've got some of these. Okay, these. Beautiful. Almost missed them, everybody. This is Shop Black. It's $17.99. These are pre-gessoed black canvases. They're stretched. They're slightly smaller than A4, and these are on a wooden frame. So it's a black canvas that you're working onto, which means that if you're going on here with your mag paints, you're going to get an instant finish. Okay. I would definitely get these in your basket. I love a black canvas. They're great. They would look wonderful in a room as well. Maybe you're going to just do a set of 3 and you're going to have them together, or maybe you're going to do them as a display piece. Definitely well worth having a go at. It's Shop Black, $17.99. You've got a $5.95 saving there as well. Got some more questions coming through. Then we'll have a look at our final few products on our show. Let's have a look. Does the frost stay long term? Yes, it's permanent. It's a permanent product. Now, the way that this is used within its curing process is that once you've painted it onto glassware or ceramics on a smaller scale, let it dry for about 24 hours and then pop it into an oven and it cures in the oven, okay? So put your oven on. Well, firstly, pop your item onto a baking tray, into the oven, turn it onto 180. When it gets to temperature, let it go in there. I think it's, 20 minutes. And then once the 20 minutes is over, turn the oven off and let it cool down in the oven. That's just so there's no temperature shock. So it's a 20-minute curing process at 180 degrees, and then it is fully dishwasher safe, weather resistant. If you can't put it in the dishwasher, if you can't put it in the oven, sorry, because you're not going to put your front door in the oven, but anything else, of course, just leave it 21 days to fully cure before, of course, you were to put something through the dishwasher. But if you're painting it onto a front door glass, I would just cover it with maybe a bin bag with some masking tape to keep it, protected from rain. Other than that, it would be absolutely fine. In all honesty, when I painted my front door, I also did the lantern, the little outdoor light next to the house, and did the door sign as well, which is the number of the house. And when I did the front door, it was fine. I think it probably rained about 4 or 5 days later. When I did the lantern, it rained that night, and I thought, oh my goodness, I'm going to go out and there's going to be pastel green paint all the way down outside my wall, because it literally was the middle of the night. It wasn't even due to rain. I went out the next day and it was absolutely fine. There was no issue with it at all. So it's there as a precaution. But of course, we always recommend leaving it as long as possible before exposing it to moisture. But I will go and do some demos with it later on for you as well. Then please keep your questions coming in. Charlene says, with the napkin and porcelain glue, once you've adhered the rice paper to the glass or ceramic, do you add a top coat? Just wait 21 days. A top coat is optional. You can put varnish on there if you want to. It's not required. If it's going under a glass plate, you don't need it. But if you're going on something like a coaster and you want it to be super, super glossy, yes, you can do, but it's not essential. It's self-sealing, so it's a glue that's washable, so it doesn't need sealing in. If it's a printed rice paper on an inkjet printer, though, you might be wise putting just a layer of aquastone on there just to make sure everything is locked in place in case the glue had missed any areas of paper. You can never overprotect with varnishes and things, so why not? They're all designed to work together. We're going to have a look as well. We do have the cut and use sponge on the show. This is Shop Sponge, and this is £5.99. It's an A4 pad that you're getting here today. It's a brilliant substrate. You cut it to size, make it any size you need it to be, and then of course you quite literally take your products to the sponge, pick it up, and you can blend with it, stipple with it, do loads of different finishes and effects. They've got a fabulous show today. I'm loving this. It's Makeover Monday, everybody, and of course we've pretty much rambled through. Well, of all of the products that we have so far on the show for you. So there's quite a bit to look forward to as well. We've got to spin the wheel, haven't we, Lewis? Yeah. And to get involved, it is holiday. So, hey, is anyone going on holiday this year? If so, where are you going? I want to know what your holidays are. I've told you before, I'm really nosy. I love to know what everyone's getting up to, what everyone's doing with the days, because it's just a bit of fun. I like to know. I'm one of those people where at work I always say to people, oh, what are you having for your tea? What are you having for your tea tonight? It gets to about 4 o'clock and I start asking, so what are you doing for your tea? I say that like it's me cooking ours. It's Luke at home that does ours, especially if he works from home. So he usually has it on before, and then I do the washing up and the pots side of things, But then, of course, if I'm home early, or I'll do a bit of cooking. He's also brilliant at it as well, so it makes sense, right? Well, we'll go with that because then it's nice. Okay, so. Oh, we've got another question. Okay, fabulous. Oh, Mrs. H, good morning to you, Mrs. H says, what size window will the frost cover? Right, that's all dependent, of course, on the application. Now, some paint I know will say, we'll cover like 1 square metre. I'm going to say with something like this, from a pot this size, you're probably going to get maybe about 2 A3 pages covered from this of size in general. Now, that's a very, that's a guesstimate. But I'm going to say through experience of using it and how far and how fast it travels, you'll probably get around about 1 to 2 A3 pages covered of glass panel. So it does go a long way. Of course, for frosted glass, it can be very expensive to buy. So for £5.99, you're getting a product that will do it for you. Of course, on a glass door, your window panes might be like this, they're almost like elongated, aren't they? I know ours are, but they're already frosted, like privacy. But of course, I would just stipple it on the inside. As well, when you're doing it, go on very light and thinly. And then, of course, you won't see where you have and haven't been. Should we start with the frosting gel and I'll show you how it works? Okay. What I'm going to do is I've got this little, I'm going to, oh no, I've just realised I might, Ooh, I don't know if I've got mine with me. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to leave off the frosting gel for the moment, and then I might have to see if I can get one grabbed in for me. That's my bad. Sorry about that, guys. I will be able to find out for you, though. Okay. Okay, I can use this one. Right, Ethan's giving me the go-ahead. Thank you, Ethan. That's brilliant. Right, okay, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to go on to some glassware. So let's take our little champagne flute first, okay? And when you receive yours, you've got the wonderful conical shaped lid on here, and you'll have, of course, the medium. Now, because it's like a gel, it's slightly thicker. So I'm going to grab a piece of palette paper to pop it out onto, okay? And you can see here, it doesn't run, okay? It's not runny, it's thicker. So it is a gel medium, but you can tap it out onto a surface. There we go. Now you can colour this, you can tint it, but bear in mind if you are colouring or tinting it, your oven curing process is then eliminated because you've introduced a secondary medium, which of course may not be oven proof. So little tip for you there on that one. Now what I'm going to do is take some masking tape, and I'm just going to tape off the top section of this glass. Now the reason why I'm taping off the top section is if you think about it, this is of course where you drink from. So if the frosting medium was to be all the way up to here, it'll have that texture all the way to the top, and I don't think that texture would be, of course, something you would want to maybe have on your lips, but you never know, might be. It might be a bit rough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mask this off, and also it will look quite nice on the design too. I say rough, it's not, it's still smooth. You'll just definitely notice the texture from glassware to that, but it looks beautiful. Okay, so now I've got that masked off nicely, making sure that's all pressed down. I'm going to go in with some of our cut and use sponge. Now, of course, we've got it on the show to show you the pad. It's $5.99 shop sponge, and I cut all mine up into different sizes. So, taking my scissors, you can see this is my little box of sponge. We have loads going on inside here. I'm just going to grab this one and cut it to size. There we go, like that. And you just want to make sure you have it all nice and dry.
If you were painting the door, or
yeah,
the frosting on the door, what would you use?
I would use exactly this. So if you are using it and you are painting it onto a door, your frosting gel, I would use sponge. I always find that you get a much better result with a gentle stipple. If you're going with a brush stroke, that's fine for small areas, but for bigger surface coverage, to get that frosted effect, to get that very slight sort of, you know, the texture, sponge is the best one to work with it, and this is a really soft sponge. So let's go into it, shall we? We've got some other comments and questions coming through. Oh, Stephanie Best says, going on a golf weekend in the end of May, catching up with my Jam's army mates. Don't play golf, just going for the booze up, lol. Stephanie, I'm with you on that. Any opportunity to go and explore and have a nice little time away, why not? Sounds great. I hope you have a lovely time. Let's have a look. Sophie says, can you use the a stencil with a frosting gel? Absolutely, you can do. That's great. I've done it with so many times with the stencil, and it looks beautiful. So yeah, of course, definitely use a stencil with your frosting gel, Soph. It looks great. We've got another question as well from Poonam. Says, hi David. I have old tyres I want to paint and use for outdoor plants. They would look great. I want to paint paw prints on them. Can I use Cadence paints, please? Yes, you absolutely can do. They would look fabulous. What I would suggest doing, give them a good scrub down first. Make sure there's no dirt. Make sure there's no build-up of anything on there. Just give them a good jet wash or wash them down and give them a scrub. Let them be bone dry. And use your Cadence acrylic paint. They will go on there brilliantly. Let it fully dry. You might want to do 2 coats. But yeah, absolutely you can use Cadence on tyres. That would look fabulous. I actually saw somebody, this looked really cool, what they posted it in one of the groups, where they had a stack of tyres. They were only about this big. They didn't look like full size, but like big tyres, about that size. Stacked them and painted them like yellow and blue, and it looked like a minion. They had like a minion's face on it. It looked brilliant. It looked so good. And then they had all grass coming out the top, which looked like his hair. So you could definitely have a go doing something like that. Oh, Christian says, we are going to the Canaries on the 30th. It's the island, and I can't spell or pronounce. I totally get where you're talking about. That sounds glorious. That's going to be absolutely wonderful. Loads of you talking about going away, doing all sorts of stuff. Soph says, get off on our holes on Sunday, going to Tenby. Very nice. Oh, fabulous. I'm excited for you all. I love talking about people's holidays when they say they're going away. I'm like, oh, what was the pool like? What was the food like? Gwen says, going to Spain in September for a week and the USA in October to visit my family there. Wow, whereabouts in the USA are you going to be going, Gwen? I love an American trip. I've only ever been to America once, went to Florida, and that was about 6 years ago, but honestly, it was fabulous. Would love to go back. but it was a holiday of a lifetime. So yeah, keep your holidays coming, or your trips away, or your weekend activities, what you get up to, or maybe it's just your downtime, other than crafting as well. What is it that, of course, gets you inspired? I'm very much an outdoorsy person. Okay, so I've got the Cadence frosting gel here. We're going in with our sponge, and notice how I've built it up on the surface, and I'm just stippling, okay? We don't need to overload the sponge. But as we start to work onto here, look at how it's creating that frost, okay? It's like a haze on the surface. Oh, Sue says, I'm going to Greece to a wedding. My best friend's son is getting married to the love of his life. The grooms want a desert sunset backdrop. Wow, that sounds amazing. How lovely. A wedding abroad. I bet it's going to be gorgeous. So I've got here my Cadence frosting gel. I'm stippling with the sponge all the way around. Now, where I started, I'm going back to and working into it. Now, if you gently sort of bounce the sponge off the glass, you can see the glass, I'm letting it knock. I'm not holding it super tight or rigid. It means that you don't get any marks. So if I just go like that and then rotate it around, you can see, of course, where we've frosted and then where we haven't. So you can see how it's blurred it a little bit for us. It creates a stunning finish. Now on glassware, it looks incredibly expensive and very, very opulent, especially on drinkware. But things like vases, you do it onto lanterns, onto wine bottles. It looks, oh, a big shout out. Wine bottles with your frosting gel on, with lights inside, look amazing because it diffuses all of the light really well. So you can see I'm going around here. I'm going to finish it off and see how little I've used. I've hardly used any of that which I put out. Keep going round onto here with your frosting gel, stippling over and over, building it up. Okay, looks like lots of you have got loads of holidays planned, which sounds wonderful. Here we go, and I'm going to keep building that up. Look at this, it is fabulous. Now, if you put too much frosting gel on the surface, it's just stippling with it, it almost looks like it's froth, okay, and you get big bubbles. You want really fine bubbles, almost like it's been airbrushed onto there, okay? So then what we're going to do is take our tape away, and you'll be able to see, if I just take some black card and pop the black card underneath, sorry, bear with me everybody, you'll be able to see here. Now you have an ever so slightly, it has a blue tint to it while it's wet, and then when it's fully bone dry, you will get this crystal effect with the frost. Can you see there where, of course, it's nice and sheer, where we masked it off, and then it goes into your frosting gel. Now at room temperature, so during our show this will be dry, let it dry naturally, or of course you can use a hairdryer. Take a couple of minutes to speed up that drying process, which is fine. But $5.99 shop frost will get you that amazing medium. Any that's not used, open your pot, as we do with all of them. And because it's on palette paper, I can scrape it up really nice and neatly. Sponge goes in our water. Any excess that's not used goes back inside that pot. It's water-based, so it doesn't split or separate. And look at that, that has all gone back inside the pot for us. But this is a brilliant product. It's so good. Cadence do glassware and ceramic paints exceptionally well. Well, they do all of them really well, but they really do specialise in, of course, those fabulous sought-after surfaces, and they just do such a good job. Right, okay. Oh, my wipes are here. Looking for them. So, should we do something? Should we do some pouring stuff? Want to do some pouring stuff? I think so. Let's have a go, shall we? I'd like to just experiment during this show. Let's do some pouring, and then we're going to do some mica as well. Okay. Is there anything you'd like me to recap anything at all, Lewis?
Not at the moment.
No? Great. Oh, okay, let's have a look at some comments. I love it when everyone gets involved. Oh, questions and comments. Lots going on here for you. Oh, Stephanie Best has never been to America. Been to Australia and Ukraine a couple of times to visit John's family. Wow, Australia. That's such far. That's a very long way away. I know Christine from Pinflower was in the other day and she was saying that they were going to Australia, well, hoping to, near Christmas. I think she said it was about a 27-hour trip. Of course, included with everything, all the stop-offs and what have you. Maybe in my lifetime I'll get to go. I think I'll be a little bit nervous of the spiders, though. I've seen some of the videos. Ethan, do you think the spiders are a little bit scared? Are you scared of spiders? I am as well. I was in my shed at the weekend and I just didn't look up. I was just like, head down, not getting to where I need to go. But Stephanie, Australia, amazing. Leslie Allen, good morning. Leslie says, hi David, I would like to change the colour of the black leather dog lead. Would fabric paint be better to use for this, or could I use Cadence Hybrid, or both types of paint dry out the leather, please? Okay, so you can use the paints onto leather, but I am going to suggest that if it's onto a leather dog lead, that's going to be having a lot of flex on it, and it probably is going to be a leather lead that may get wet and of course dry out. I probably would suggest only using a leather specific paint for that one. Cadence Hybrid will go onto it, but it probably will eventually flake off, purely just because as leather gets wet, of course, it goes very, very soft, and it will still permeate through that paint. So I'm going to suggest you could try it, but it may come off. I did once paint a leather belt in Cadence paint, which was absolutely fine. It was perfect, but I did notice in a few areas as where the buckle clipped together, it did sort of start to split a little bit, the paint on the surface. That's just because, of course, natural leathers can be very soft and can feel a little bit oily, a little bit waxy. But you could give it a go. There's nothing stopping you. But thank you for asking the question, Leslie. Fran says, would you leave tape on or take off straight away? Great question, Fran. I take this tape off straight away. Okay, it comes off instantly. Whenever I'm masking anything, even if I'm decorating a room and I've masked off my coving or my skirting, when you paint up to that tape, always take it off while the paint is wet. Whether you're using acrylic, glass paint, emulsion, metallics, pouring paints, what happens is when you've masked off, so say that there is your tape, and when of course you've painted over here, so this is my brush and I'm painting on, when that paint is lapping over that tape and you let it dry, it forms a skin, so this entire area here becomes at one, and when you peel it off, that paint ends up wanting to peel with it. Okay, so peel it off while it's wet, it'll give you a nice separation line. Masking, of course, is the game changer. It gives you wonderful sharp lines, but always peel off when, of course, the product is wet. That's where you'll get the best results always. Margaret Goodall, good morning, Margaret, says, I've got some of the pink dipped bottles. I want to change the colour with some of the glass paints. Will it be okay to cure in the oven? I was not sure what paint the pink is, or we'll just have to leave it to air cure. Great question, Margaret. I would definitely suggest leaving that to air cure at room temperature for 21 days. I mean, if of course you're not wanting to expose them to, washing and things like that, you can paint them and just use them straight away. But yeah, I definitely wouldn't put those in the oven because that pink paint may possibly not be suitable for the oven. You may find you can get it off with a spirit or a paint remover though, so do definitely give it a try. Got loads of you again. Eileen says, going to London at the end of July for a belated birthday present to my daughters in Bournemouth in September. Oh, wow. So going to Bournemouth and going to London. Fabulous. I hope you have a lovely time. That sounds great. Love a trip to London. Go see a show. Usually go for a weekend. Well, I say usually, I think I've been a few times, but I always like to go and see a show. To be fair, we went and saw Wicked. I went back and I saw it again because I absolutely loved it and I had to see it again. But yeah, I love a little London trip. It's very busy though. I mean, I live in the city, but when you're in London, it's just on a different level, isn't it? And it's just quite overwhelming, especially when you get in the tube and everything. But it's a great experience. I do love it. Eileen says, luckily spiders don't bother me. They don't bother me if they're sat there doing their own thing, but it's when they come over and it's a bit like, it's silly, isn't it? Right, okay, so we're going to have a little look. We've got some more questions as well for you. I don't want to miss any off. Fran says, would you mix a colour with the frost? Absolutely, you could mix a colour with the frost. You could use an ink spray, you could use a paint and acrylic for it, a very small amount though, but then again, I wouldn't oven cure that one as well, okay? I definitely leave that to, set on its own terms, room temperature. And we've also got another question as well. It says, how many sets? Punham says, thank you so much. How many sets should I buy? Can't wait. Is that the sets of the frosting gel? Oh, I see. I'm with you. Sorry. Of course, the tyre painting. Well, it depends, really. I mean, we've got the bundle today, and I'll quickly share that one with you because I did mention acrylic is the best one to go for. This is where you're going to get a great deal. Usually, these are $4.99 a pot. We've got 15 for you in a mystery bundle. So, of course, all colours will vary. For Shop Mystery for £39.99. It should be £74.85. You've got a cracking saving on this for you here today. Unbelievable value for money. So please don't miss out on it. But this would be a great shout because, of course, all colours will vary. Great for flower painting, base coating. There's a bit of everything in there. So that would be a great shout to go with. And, of course, if you start in that Cadence journey with acrylics, best place to be because you can build it all up and start with loads of colours. So, of course, they're all there for you. So definitely keep those questions coming in. Oh, Norwegian Fjords at the end of May, says Miriam. She's so excited. I would be as well. That sounds great. So Gwen's going to Pennsylvania and North Carolina visiting family. I love all of these trips getting involved here. Ooh. Luckily, Gwen says she's petrified of spiders. The ones in Australia, they just look a bit different. I'm not going to lie. The 8 legs is fine. You know what? If you've got 8 legs, that's okay. But it's the size of them. They're huge. They're massive. They're like a dinner plate. Anyway, let's talk about something that's not spiders, shall we? Because I'm going to start getting the heebie-jeebies. So, what we're going to do is an acrylic pour. Now, I wanted to show you this process because I love this. This is creating one of those wonderful seascape designs on the surface. Now, I'm going to use one of our wooden coasters. You definitely want to stock up on your coasters. This is shop coaster, the $9.99, you get 6. It's a wonderful soft wood, okay? Now, I've got here a cup. I'm going to stand my coaster on a cup, so it's elevated. You can see I've been doing some already this morning. I'm going to show you how we mix, okay? So there is my coaster set up, ready to go. I'm also going to get some cups here ready to start mixing some different solutions in. So I do actually have one of my metallics from my set of paints over there. I'm going to use a gold for this. Of course, you can use any metallics you want to. I'm going to pop my metallic in my cup. So you want to put the desired amount. That's all the gold I'm going to need for this project. I'm then going to put in the pouring medium. Now that wants to be the identical ratio of that paint. So again, I'm just going to match that up. That's pretty much half paint, half pouring medium. You don't have to be exact. There's no measurement required for this. And then half of those solutions you're going to put in of water. So I've got 50% paint, 50% pour, and then it's essentially going to be half of that again. So 25% water of those. So let's put that in, small amount. I'm using just a lolly stick to stir them. Okay, so you can see there how the paints, it's all stayed separate. I've got my water down there, and I've got my pouring effect, and I've got my paint. So let's just start to mix these together. It'll go a little bit cloudy at first, and of course that once it's fully mixed, it'll go wonderful and shiny. Okay, so you just want to make sure all of that paint is mixing nicely into here. There we go, and already look at that, it's like liquid gold. It's gorgeous. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, Stephanie says, if you get the chance to, David, then please do. It's amazing. I went on a whale watch the first time. It was awesome. Oh, that sounds incredible. I would love to do something like that. I find like stuff like that an incredible, like once in a lifetime experience. I would jump at the opportunity. I really, really would. So I'm also going to take some ultramarine blue. Of course, from your bundle of all of those fabulous mystery acrylics, you can be getting all sorts of colours. So again, I'm going to pop in here 50% of my colour, okay? Then I'm going to go in with my pouring effect medium and do my other 50% on the other side of the cup. There we are. So 50-50, equal portions there. I'm then going to grab some water, so half of each of those. So it's a little splash going in there like that. And then we're going to mix these together. So the pouring effect medium, what that does is it allows the paint to travel smoothly, but it allows it to be almost like a liquid form, which means it gels really well. So it doesn't dilute down the consistency of the colour or the pigment. It still, of course, keeps it super strong and striking. If you were just to mix paint with water, you're going to be diluting down that entire composition. But that little splash of water just gives it a little nudge for the mixing process. Okay, so I've got these ones together. I've also got some white that I've mixed in this one, ready to go. Now this is an optional part. You can add it, you don't have to. But I do also have the Cadence silicone oil. You can find it on the website. And I'm just going to put a little squeeze into each one of these pots. Okay. And the silicone oil just creates that sitting. So of course the separation of the paints creates some cells and will give us a little bit of interaction with our colours. So again, mix all of that silicone oil in with those paints. And again, those pouring effect mediums, you can go for them in a 2-pack. It's shop medium, it's £8.99. Okay, so here it is. I also have Amanda's little puffer from her show at the weekend. I'm going to use this. Okay, I can't wait. So if you got that at the weekend, definitely. You could use a straw as well, but this is really good because you're not having to get too close to your work. Right, so let's start, shall we? With my cups, I'm just going to pinch the edges so they're like little pouring spouts. And we'll start with the blue. I'm going to pour this all around the bottom end of this coaster. Okay, in a very, very organic, natural way. Right up to the edges, like this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my lolly stick and just push it right up to the edges so it starts to wrap round and drip off the sides. Okay, so it's coating the coaster completely. Okay, right around here. There we go. Look at that. It's like you've just used resin. It literally wraps around the entire thing. And now that we've got that one on, we're now going to go in with our white. Okay. So the white I'm very slowly and steadily also going to pour out into the same line, almost channeling and following that blue. There we go, look. There we are. And then, get to add gold, but we're going to add gold afterwards. So what I'm going to do is with this little air puffer, we're going to start pushing the white into the blue. Okay, look at that, how it's starting to mix in with it. It mixes so easily. Then we're going to push back, and then the blue is going to go into the white. So we're moving it around, and then this is where we do the bigger blasts, okay? So we're creating this wonderful blend of colours here. If a little bit of it splashes a bit further down than you wanted, don't worry, it looks fine. And then we're going to go in with our gold, okay? It's that wonderful gold mix that we've created. It's like the sand of the beach, this one. That's now going to sit on here, like this. Okay. And look at how that's now mixing and pushing with it. We're going to tease it and make it want to go this way as well. I've left a little bit there, and do you know what I'm actually going to put there? I'm going to put a little dash. I'm going to find some in my trolley. I'm going to put a dash of aquastone varnish, which is almost going to look like resin. That's going to sit there. Okay, look at how it's now capturing that entire corner. So we're now going to use our little heat gun to go into the white, just diffusing that line between the tones, and then that aquastone varnish is going to stay crystal clear just there. Then what I'm going to do is I've got a pin, a little drawing pin just here, and I'm going to get my pin, and I'm then going to actually flow right up into that gold here, just creating these little flared off sections of paint. I absolutely love doing this, because look at that now, we're teasing the paint up into the project, it's fetching that and drawing that colour through, but these little peaks of white paint are creating this almost like mix, and it really does look almost like a little beachy, sandy beach, doesn't it? Look at how these colours come round. So I'm using this pin to draw the colour up, continue to work around here. Hi Mel,
Hi.
how you doing?
All right, I thought I'd bring you a coffee.
Oh, thank you.
Get rid of the cold one.
Thank you very much.
And bring you the hot one. I thought I'd stay for a bit if that's all right with you.
Oh, I'd love that. I absolutely
Perfect.
would.
Let's do it then.
Oh, let's do it. Everyone, I've got Mel with me.
Hi.
Everyone get in the comments, give us a big hello to
Hi.
Mel. What do we know then? What do we know? Bank Holiday Monday.
Bank Holiday Monday. I'd
I
like
know,
to know
right?
what you're all up to.
Oh, yeah.
And if you're going anywhere, take us with you.
Oh, absolutely. We've had all sorts. We've had holiday
we?
destinations. I know where everyone's going on holiday now.
Where are you
honestly.
going on holiday?
Well, I'm going away this year. I'm going to Spain, but we've got people going to Pennsylvania, California.
What?
We've got Tembe. We've got people going to
Tembe.
Canaries. Soph's going to Tembe.
When I was a little girl, we used to go to Tembe.
Really? I've never been.
Yeah. And what was the other one called? Tembe and... Oh, it's going to annoy me now. When I've started it now.
Go on.
Begins with A.
A.
Seaside town.
Seaside town beginning with A. That's the quiz. So, think of a seaside. Yep, that's it. How many words? I don't know how many words there is.
Tembe and Anglesey.
Anglesey.
See, I knew
Oh,
it'd
there
come.
we go.
And they used to we stayed in a little B&B, and when I must have been about 3 or 4, because I can barely remember it, but they used to let me ring the bell for breakfast.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
That was my favourite. That was my favourite. Morning, everybody. Thank you. Morning.
Morning, everyone.
Oh, look at this. Amanda's already been to Fuerteventura, Madrid, and Barcelona. We're only in May.
You've been already this year?
Wow.
Wow, that's incredible.
I have a couple of lunch trips booked. Thailand in November, and wherever else work takes me. Okay, more likely Barcelona or Madrid again.
Wow.
Oh, Amanda, what do you do for a job?
I'm very intrigued. Would love to know.
Gwen's going to the movies later. What are you going to go and see, Gwen?
Oh, I went to the movies yesterday.
Did you? What did you watch?
Well, it wasn't a film that I thought I would actually enjoy, because I go sometimes with Luke just because he likes them superhero ones. And I actually really enjoyed it. It was called Thunderbolt. Ethan went to see it. He really enjoyed it as well.
Good, isn't it?
Have you seen it?
No, but some of these superhero ones
Oh, yeah.
are all right,
That's
aren't
not
they?
what I would have picked.
No.
But I actually really
But
enjoyed it.
enjoyed
I
it.
was locked in, basically.
Yeah.
So this here was our little coaster that we made. And look at that. So now we've got a set of 2 wonderful little seascape coasters. How cute are they? So when these dry, I've mixed the aquastone into the edges. But when these are dry, I'll then go back over the top with a layer of
love
aquastone.
those.
But how cute are those?
They are really cute. What did they start with? Just plain wooden little coasters?
These.
Oh, they're super
amazing.
cute,
I
aren't
know,
they?
they look so cool.
They'd be really nice in the bathroom with candles on.
They would. They would look really cute for that. Of course, you could do loads of different designs in here. We'll do some in a bit mixing with mica. But then when you've done your pour like this, of course, with your pouring effect and your, whether it's metallics or acrylics, leave it for at least 24 hours.
Yep.
You've got a thick layer of paint on there, and you'll be really tempted to go up to it and go, like I was. And you think, oh, it's dry. You can't tell because it's glossy. So leave it.
If you're tempted to do that, put some paint on something else.
Yeah.
And then test on that.
Oh, yeah, you've got like
Right.
a testing drying, and you've got a drying.
Right, do you want me to do a recap while you
Oh,
get
is
ready?
that okay? Oh, I've just stuck my finger in paint.
Oh, nice.
It all
Surprise,
begins.
surprise.
It all
How's
begins.
your tan doing?
My tan doing? It's pretty much gone, to be honest. Honestly, yeah. Stephanie
David
spray
decided to
painted
do
me.
that. Sorry, who spray painted you?
Stephanie.
No.
Who was it? I thought that was Stephanie.
You.
Stephanie lured me into a false sense of security that I would be a bronzed beauty. That's what she said to
By
me.
doing that.
Yeah. And then she did actually try and do it through a stencil onto my arm. And it didn't go the best. Did it?
Didn't know.
It's pretty much, it's gone.
Is it gone?
It's gone. It's gone.
Stephanie still looks like she's got
Yeah,
one
I
a
know.
lot
It's,
darker than
it's
the other.
definitely stuck with Stephanie.
I was a bit like that though, going home the other night on
Yeah.
Friday, 5.25 hours.
You're joking.
I'm not.
She only lives down the corner. It's 5 minutes
And
away.
it was really hot in the car. And I was like, can't put my air on
Oh, it
full
was?
belt because my electrics will run
of
out.
course.
But it didn't.
Oh, thank goodness.
It was really good.
What would you do? You'd have to get all your power banks out.
I know, right? Plug my
It'd
car
be
in.
like tin cans trailing from the car.
Brilliant. Right, let's go and have a look at what we've got on this show because I don't know either. Let's go. Shall we go and have a look together? This is exciting. Oh, mystery. Contents will vary.
Contents will vary and you're getting 15.
For $39.99.
I know it's ridiculous. It's absolutely unreal.
Just about $39.99 for me, Lewis, please. Buy 15.
They should be $4.99 a pot.
They should, but they're
Yeah.
not.
No.
You're saving £34.86. So they're all going to be hybrid acrylics.
£2.66.
£2.66 a bottle. How much should they
Crazy.
be?
$4.99.
So you're saving £1.33 on each bottle.
Yeah. I know.
Wow, and you're getting 15 of them. That's not bad, is it? Right, so hybrid acrylic now, whether you're on David's Cadence Club, whether you're on Stephanie's painting journey, this is when you stock up. I know you don't know what colours you're going to get. It doesn't really matter because you'll use them all throughout both of those clubs, which is super exciting. All mixable, and they'll go on all different surfaces, which is just fabulous. So to get 15 of them, for $39.99, £2.66 a bottle for Cadence Hybrid Acrylic. That's ridiculous. Right, Shop Mystery, $39.99. Next, we've got micas. Oh, these are a bit nice. Right, how do these work then, Dave? Are we getting all of them?
Yeah, all 32 of them. 32 I know, it's a crazy deal. So you've got all the individual little pots there, all the colours you could ever wish for. Mix them with glues, paints, your pouring effects. They're amazing.
They are fabulous, and look how much you're getting in each bottle. 5 grams. Now, 5 grams of mica is going to go a long, long way. So this is a perfect time for you to add. Could I add this into my candle wax?
Yes, you can.
Is it burnable?
Yes, absolutely it is. You just don't want to add into, so for like your scents, you do 10% of your weight of your wax. You just want to probably halve that. So it's next to nothing.
Next to nothing,
yes,
but it will work.
Absolutely.
That's brilliant. Also on your resins, with your stamps, all that kind of thing. So Shop Mica, $39.99, is going to get you all of these colours. Do we get these with them as well?
Yeah, you get your gloves and you get your little spatula,
little
and you do get a little
spatulas.
paintbrush.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
$39.99, Shop Mica. Now then, Shop Bold is going to get you these. So 8 pots of mica. These are lovely colours as well. So probably repeated in here, so you may go for one or the other, but what a great opportunity to get those. Also, get the little pots. If you ever see us with the little pots on, we do 50, I think, in a box. These are perfect if you've mixed your micas, because these are super, super cool. So if you just want to try it, 8 of them for $12.99, Shop Bold. Now then, Shop Bundle. Oh, this, woo, David.
I know. These
Is
are your
this-
chameleons. So you're going to get the glue
I
set.
haven't seen these before.
They're back in stock. I know. They sold out straight away.
I'm not surprised.
It was about 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Little test tube.
I know. How cute are they?
And these are all done with the micas.
Yep, absolutely. It's interference. So
Wow.
they're chameleon ones. You're going to get inside in the bundle the glues and the micas. But you can get the glue separate if you want to.
Oh, these are lovely. Right, so you're going to get your all your glues. So this is the one that has the dishwasher safe one in, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
Which is brilliant. So you're getting all 5 of those, plus your chameleons. Oh, I might have to invest in. Oh, look at that.
They're the best.
Look at that. Why have I not seen these?
They came in as quick as they went out. Should I say the
Bit
other
like
way
me this week. I'm only in Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday this week.
Oh, yeah.
I am, yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I know.
Check
Look at
you
me.
out.
I know, right? How beautiful are these? These are stunning. All right, you need these in your life. So you're going to get all 5 of your glues, plus, how many do you get? 8.
8 of those, yes.
Of those interference markers. They're beautiful. I love these. Look at that. How you can transform something really simple and make it look like that. How incredible is that? I do love mica. I think that it's a fabulous product. Shop bundle, $39.98. Now then, we've got some canvases for you. These are cute. So you're going to get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I'm going to say they're 5x7.
Yeah,
Oh, look at me. 5x7 canvases for £17.49. That's ridiculous. That's just over £1 a canvas.
We've only got a couple of those left.
We've only got a couple of these left, so if you want them, you're right over there, love.
Oh, yeah,
Are
sorry.
you doing a weight waft? What are you doing? Are you warm?
No, I was just blowing some dust away. It's gone now. I'm a bit hot, actually.
Do you want us to put the aircon on, love?
That's
Are you
fine.
having a hot flush?
I think it's a me thing.
Are you having a menopause?
I think I'm man on
Welcome
pause.
to my world. Hottest day of the year. Guess what? Right, go away. Shop canvas, $17.49. Now then, gesso. This is by far the best gesso that any of us have ever used. It is absolutely phenomenal. The quality of it is second to none. It's super thick. So it goes a little bit goes a long way. Make sure you're using your cut and use foam with it. And honestly, you'll be blown away by the quality of that gesso. It's phenomenal. The other great thing about having gesso in black and white is you can add it to all your hybrid acrylics and make tints, tones and shades. So if you've got a pure colour and you add white, you get a tint. And I remember that. This is how my brain works. White has an eye in it and tint has an eye in it.
Ooh, yeah, wow.
And then shade, shadow, black. And then a tone is when you put grey in it. And it almost makes it look more vintage. It's a brilliant, brilliant thing to do. So both of those, Shop Gesso, $11.99. Mega, this is Mega, should be $107.82. Bank Holiday Bonanza price for metallics. Wow. How many are you getting?
You get 18 in there.
18 of them for $59.99.
It's a crazy deal. It's absolutely crazy. This is one of my favourite metallics we ever did. And it's also the broadest range of colour.
Love that baby pink.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful colour, isn't it? That was the colour of my first wedding dress.
Really?
Dress was nice, rest of it was a disaster.
Oh. Why?
Well, because I married an idiot.
Which you are still married to.
No!
Oh
no, I've been married before.
Of course,
Yeah, I've been
sorry,
married
yes.
before. Oh, it's fine. Yeah, it didn't last long. Got rid of that one pretty quick. It's like, wow. There you go. Live and learn, right?
This is it.
Next, cow coasters. So if you want to do what David's just done, I mean, how fabulous do they look? They look like a beachy shoreline, don't they? So you're going to get 6 coasters and the little holder. I love the idea of doing these for outside. Also with your pyrography, these would work really well. And you tried this with your sublimation printer, didn't you?
I did, and it worked.
And it worked.
Yes, it did.
Brilliant. So, Shop Coaster, $9.99. Now, I like these.
Me too, they're
I
great.
love these. Yeah, absolutely. And these aren't about taking them into your kitchen. These are about decorating them up, right?
Of course
aren't
they are.
Fabulous?
Yeah,
So,
definitely.
Shop Round will get you that one for $9.99. Shop Board will get you that one. I like that one.
It's really soft, it's smooth, it's great
It
for
is.
pyrography too.
Yeah, really good for pyrography on that one. Shop Board, $9.99. And Shop Rectangle will get you this one. Maybe you're into your vinyl at the moment as well. Your vinyl's going to look really good on those if you wanted to put a sentiment on those. Shop Rectangle, $9.99. We've got our rice paper on the show. We've just been talking about this with Sospeso Trasparente.
Oh yes, you had a sospeso morning.
I did. This is absolutely what I would recommend you use to work with that film. I tried copy paper.
It not work?
Doesn't work. There's too much structure to it almost.
Oh, okay.
It needs to be more fluid like the rice paper is. You can try it with napkins, but again, that's a very thin film. So
They're very fragile.
Shop Rice will get you 20 sheets for $12.99. Pouring medium, knocked down in price.
I know, 2-pack.
For $6.99.
So
$8.99.
yeah, so my writing went a bit awry there, Mel.
It did a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
But this turns any paint.
It does. So metallic,
Into
hybrid
a
acrylic, standard acrylic, your premiums. It turns any of them into a pouring paint. Dora as well.
Wow.
I know.
Wow.
I know.
And you're getting 240 mil.
You are indeed.
So nearly a quarter of a litre for $8.99. You've got a $6.99 saving. If you love paint pouring, honestly, it's the best fun. It's so much fun, and I know it looks messy, and I know it looks like you waste paint. You don't waste paint. You leave that to dry completely for, I would say, for 48 to 72 hours. Then don't die cut it because it will get stuck into your die because it's acrylic, so it's a plastic base. So what we want to do is cut a die cut, maybe a butterfly, something like that. Maybe cut round the outside edge and use the paint behind the detail butterfly. It looks amazing, absolutely amazing. Or you can put it in bezels in jewellery, all sorts of different things that you can do with that wet leftover paint. Right, shop napkin next. Your napkin glue is going to get you a 120ml bottle for $9.99, which is great. Shop spray, found another use for this the other day. Now then, when you're paper piercing on your scan and cut, because the card sticks to the rubber mat that pierces into, over time, especially with some of the big designs that we're doing, the doily designs where there's a lot of little holes, it can pull the card up off the mat. Can't get past your love. David's like that and Amanda's like that. Brilliant.
Can't breathe in that much. It's been bank holiday weekend.
I know you've been out partying, you have, haven't you?
Been eating loads.
You have, and drinking loads by the look of it. A little bit of this on the back of your card keeps it straight, and it means you get a better paper pierce. So if you don't own this yet, but you do own the scan and cut, absolutely pop that in your basket. Shop spray, $9.99. And then we've got Frost.
Oh, this is nice.
That's super pretty.
Frosting gel.
Frosting gel.
I know, so you can create your very own privacy glass in your home, like your windows.
Oh, nice.
But as well, on all of your decorative glass,
Love
it's
that.
oven curable as well. It's great.
Oh, yeah, that's fabulous. $5.99. Why not give that a go? That's great. Right. Do we need to do anything else or come back to you?
Come back.
Couple of questions.
Questions?
Oh, questions. As
Questions?
well, I just spied as well. Sorry, I just popped in. Amanda's just mentioned what she gets up to as well with all of her travels for work. Sounds very interesting.
So Dave Cole, that's my... Oh, heck.
Oh.
I work in clinical trials and have international travel for investigator meetings. Wow, that sounds exciting, doesn't it?
Really interesting.
Yeah.
That. How fascinating.
Right, Aileen Ross, how do you get the mica to adhere to the product, please?
I'll show you right now.
That's a very good
That's gonna be my
question,
first
Aileen.
demo.
And are the white 5x7 canvases primed?
They're pre-gessoed, yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, they've got a white gesso base on them already. So when we say they're primed, it means it's not just a porous canvas that any paint will soak through. You do already have a base layer already applied.
Oh, Marina Bowen got TV on watching VE Day commentary.
Oh, okay.
VE celebrations today, isn't it?
Of course it is, absolutely.
Forgot about that bit. There you go.
There we go. Right.
Right, well, these are lush.
Aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah.
So those beautiful interference micas, I'm going to show you how, of course, you can apply them to things like your canvases. You're always going to get a much stronger finish on a dark surface.
Yep.
They dance, they sing on a dark surface. You can use them on light as well. They are beautiful, and I'll show you the difference between the two. But I'm going to put some of our Cadence matte decoupage glue out, and of course you'll get that in your 5-piece kit, which is part of the bundle as well. So, oh dear, there we go. We're going to pop that onto our mat straight away, onto our palette paper, should I say. And look at all these colours. I mean, it's really hard to pick, but you get them all. That one there is just unbelievable.
It's like bonfire,
yeah,
isn't it?
I can see gold, I can see pink, I can see elements
Reds,
of green and
greens,
fires.
purples, yeah.
I mean, look at that. Ooh, that is beautiful. That's like mermaid
I'd
scales.
like to go somewhere where the sea's that colour.
Oh, me too. Is that real? Do you think that's real? It's got to be
Caribbean
right.
somewhere, I should imagine.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, these are just incredible. It's really hard to pick, but do you know what? Oh, look at that one. Oh, I think I'm going to have to go with that. That's got purple and blue in it. So what you do, then these wonderful almost like little gem pots, okay? just pop some out onto your mat. Okay, you don't need that much. That was quite a lot.
That's a lot.
Okay, that was... Do you know, why does it do that? So basically, it's really easy to pop back inside the pot as well. That's probably it. I might need a bit more.
Are the lids quite firm, or could you push a push pin through?
They're quite firm.
Are they?
Yeah, you would want to, you might be able to take it off and drill a little tiny hole in there, but
You get little doodads with it though, don't you? With
in
your
your bigger kit, you've got your spatulas,
Yeah,
but
little
I mean, that's probably going to be a amount I need,
Just
so...
a lollipop.
Absolutely.
Stick, something like that.
Like these ones I've got right here that
Like
I should
those
have
that you've
used.
got right there, yeah, that's the one.
Just a bit heavy-handed, so that's me. So I'm going in now with the micas and my glue together. So when you start to go onto the surface...
Wow.
Look at this.
Wow.
It's
David.
bonkers.
I need these.
Look at
That's my first purchase from May. I'm doing all right. I got to the 5th.
Oh yeah, I'm going to say doing really well. I know, tell me about it, right? So onto here, I'm going in with just a very fine, thin coat. Now what happens is, of course, because we've used that glue, it's going to stick the mica to the product so the mica won't flake off. If you were to just literally dust micas onto a surface, they just wipe off, okay? Treat it, imagine it like eyeshadow, okay? It needs, like a setting to actually keep it there. So I know people use hairspray and things like that, but it's not really going to give you a permanent finish. Any dampness or moisture that gets exposed to, it will eventually just deteriorate and come off. But with the glue, of course, it's going to be permanent.
That's fabulous.
So I'm building up my colours here, going back into the micas.
And you can add these all to your texture paste, etc., can't you?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So basically, you've got 8 different types of holographic texture paste now, haven't you?
Oh, you do. But this is just therapy. I mean, look at this.
It is. That is therapy, you're right.
It is beautiful.
And is the container one of our moulds?
This was, yes, absolutely. It was one of our resin cast moulds.
Fab, isn't it?
So
and that's the resin cast that we use it working on.
Absolutely it is.
Brilliant.
Going straight in there with this.
Look at that.
But the colours on this are unbelievable.
And that with your transparente flowers on would look
imagine.
Absolutely amazing, wouldn't it?
I'll put a bit more up here towards the neck of it. Now I'm going to let this dry and we're going to go in with another colour. I'm just going to do the one side because I also have a canvas here as well. So I'm going to let that dry, but look at that. It is just beautiful. So we're going to sit that here. And then we've also got a canvas. I've got a stencil, which I've already spritzed with some stencil spray.
Right, if I wanted to spritz with these micas, could I?
Absolutely, you could do so. You could take a spritz bottle. Let's have a look. I've got a spritz bottle here. Let's check it works. Yes, it does. And what I would do is I would pour out, you only want a really small amount of water in there. So I'm going to say, let's have a look. There's enough.
Okay.
And then I would put some glue in there.
Oh.
Okay, I know, right? Yeah, so glue a little squeeze in there. Don't need much. You'll get a better result with like tepid water, so slightly warm.
Okay.
Give this a good shake. Okay, so you're mixing glue and water there. It's water-based glue, so it will mix it, but basically it will dilute, but mean that this spray is technically a glue spray.
Yeah.
And then with our micas, let's have a look at this one. This looks incredible. I'm going to go with that one. Look at the surface of that.
I love it. I think
like
it's
Christmas.
Absolutely phenomenal, isn't it? It's like a roaring log fire, that,
Oh, it
isn't
is.
it?
It really is. So I'm going to put it over some paper so I can always fold it and pop it in if I need to.
That
And
is
I'm going to start to... This is
Oh,
just...
David, I need these in my life.
It's beautiful. Okay, I'm going to put a little bit more in there because I'm going to make a bit more. There we go. So lid goes on.
Oh, I like the lids too.
Me
faceted,
too.
aren't they?
Yeah,
Proper
that's
posh.
it. They're faceted. And then I'm going to give this a good shake. So now you've got your very own mica spray in there with glue and water. So let's get some cardstock. We get some black card. Okay. And we're going to spritz out onto the surface and see what we get. Okay. Pump it through a few times because, of course, in that nozzle at the moment, it's just water that's in there. And then...
Oh, look at that.
We have now got...
Wow.
Of course, the mica will not come off the surface because it's going to stay on there with the glue. We could hairdry it. We don't need to. We'll let it dry on its own terms.
You can see the colours. Look at that.
Look at
Wow.
this.
Do you know what? Even if you only buy that to make your own blinking background papers, that is
Absolutely.
amazing. And that die cut will look phenomenal, won't it?
It would. I'm going to spritz a little bit onto the back so it just reverse kills it a little bit so it's not super curly. Reverse kills. So it'll lay flat for us.
You can see it, look, moving.
Look at that.
Wow.
It is amazing. Look at the colour. Now,
That's fabulous.
if you want to do this, You could mix, of course, from your Magic Bond and Seal kit, the fabric glue into there, and then you could spritz it onto it. I'd recommend it for hand wash only, of course. But when this is dry, because you've got the glue and water with the mica, it's going to be non-shed.
Wow.
Okay, so it means that you've got your very own. I mean, you can't even buy
And you
cardstock
can use
like
it in
that.
your scan and cut.
Of course you can.
Brilliant.
Absolutely. Die cut it, scan and
fabulous.
cut with it. But that to me is just
That is
pure magic.
absolutely beautiful.
It's one of those things where I've got a product here which I can mix with my glues to glaze pottery. I can make a spritzer out of it, and it's even caught just a little bit of this canvas here,
look.
which does look wonderful. It just caught it a little bit. It was in slight earshot of it. So what I'm going to do is this here. I'm going to put to one side.
Right, 30% of shop bundle.
Wow.
Which is
Okay.
your glue and your holographic micas. I'm not surprised because they are stunning.
They really are.
And the
They're
fact that you
absolutely.
can mix them with your candles as well is
Those in
mind-blowing,
candles,
isn't it?
yeah, they're going to look crazy.
I love that.
So I'm going to set this brush just in some water because, of course, I do have glue on there. And then what I'm going to do is just mask off the edges of this canvas slightly,
Okay.
where, of course, the design comes quite close to the edge. Don't need to use loads of tape, though, just some areas. I can control the rest of it pretty well, I should imagine. So what I'm going to do is I may as well use up what I've already got on here, and then I'm going to dip into some other bits as well. I'm going to get this one back out because we loved that, working into that spritz bottle.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
that
it's
colour.
crazy. See, look, that's so much easier. Just using
Look
that
at
little lolly
that.
stick. It's like a little firework on the surface.
It's gorgeous, isn't it?
It really is.
Magpie.
Oh, me too. Anything shiny, anything shiny. So, into the glue with our stencil brush, bringing that mica in, fetching it through, and we just start blending, okay? So we're going through here, blending it. And of course, I've not got a lot of glue on here. The glue is just to act as a carrier,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
So it literally just carries that mica, but make sure it stays in place. Circulate through here. And this, of course, is where you can get experimental with your blend, your colour tones, mixing them together. It's entirely up to you. Now, I'm working onto the pre-gessoed black canvases for this one. And of course, that just means it's an adaptable surface that's ready to go. So if you pop that bundle into your basket, you're definitely going to want this too.
And you're going to get 6 of those. Shop black, $17.99. I'll tell you what, we do cracking prices on canvases.
Oh, canvases. I was saying the
Don't
other day,
we?
I was like, if you go into a craft shop and buy an
Absolutely.
A4 canvas, they're about $3-4.99
I
each.
know.
And you might think, oh, that doesn't sound too much, but when you're getting 28
yes.
or 6 from
Absolutely.
the 20, it's like, what?
Yes,
I know.
absolutely crazy. And yeah, as David said, the panels, if you wanted the 20, is there 28 panels?
28 in overall.
Yeah, 28 for $24.99. It's less than a pound of canvas board. I know, it's crazy.
Really, really is.
I don't know how we do it, but I'm glad we do.
Me too, I know. I'm half the time I'm on the wrong side of this counter.
I know, me too.
So I'm going in with this mic, and now because I've done that first coat, I'm building up almost like a burnish for the second
Lovely.
layer. So the colour is like just sitting. I know, it's beautiful.
That
You
is lovely.
build up as much intensity as you wish. Now, because I've started with the light colour, I'm eventually going to build into it that blue. So let's start to dip our toe into a bit more glue and a bit of blue. There we go. Look at this. So
Nice.
blend this through the centre. This looks good. This looks real good. So what I'm going to do is then mix it with, of course, that first colour. And that's where you get that wonderful chameleon, because it's going to create that tritone in the middle.
Now, you've got a club for Cadence, haven't you, David?
Do indeed.
So, the way the clubs work, and we are actually going to do a little bit of a club show tomorrow for you.
Yes.
So the way that the clubs work is there's one for Stephanie's painting, one for Cadence with David, one with Minecraft Studio with Diane, and one with Scan and Cut with me. And every month we go into our little studios and we film a class for you, so you can watch it back wow. Watch it back time and time and time again.
You can.
And what's great about it is it works out at £10 a month. We do it as a 3-month subscription for you. So £10 a month, so $29.99, and we'll get you your first 3 months. You get a download.
You do. You get a
Every
download
month?
each month, absolutely, regardless of what club.
And you also get access to a Facebook page, don't you, where you can
You
go in
do.
and ask questions and show your work and share your makes and share your inspiration. It's a fabulous, fabulous place to be. So if you want to join the club, please feel free. We do have a show with it tomorrow where all 4, well, Stephanie's not going to be here, but all 3 of us are going to be talking about our clubs. So that will be a good one. And I've got loads of people in the Scan and Cut one. Second class, Yep, got plenty to be working
I was
on
going to
now,
say your
haven't
second
you?
class has gone out now, right? I think,
Right, so Aileen Ross says, I bought some of the wood pieces. Do they need priming before using the mica, please?
if you're going onto the wooden surface, of course, depending on the results,
amazing.
I mean, it's wet at the moment, but when it dries, it's going to look wonderful. But when you're going onto your wooden surfaces, I would always prime them with the gesso. Of course, if you want a result like this, you're going to want to go in with your black gesso, and it's also matte. Now, as this dries for us, it's going to, of course, leave behind the shine and just have the mica finish to the surface. But that could be a card front.
Yeah, it could.
doesn't have to be
No,
a
it
canvas.
doesn't.
But
No.
for me, I can see having a card with a sentiment, maybe some
Yep.
gold mirror here.
Absolutely.
So a couple of florals are decoupaged onto there. Really happy with that result, and you can see how quick and easy it
Beautiful,
is.
isn't it?
I love it as well because we really have, and that terminology of mixed media gets tossed around from time to time.
It does.
And quite literally, if you were to pick up a watercolour pad and some pencils, that's mixed media. You've got
Yes,
two
it
different
is.
mediums you've mixed together.
Yeah.
That's quite literally it.
but
All
card
craft
making
is.
is
Absolutely.
glue
You've got
and paper.
That is it.
That's it.
But I think it's different territory. People seem to think, of course, there's a lot more built into it than it needs to be. We've literally used glue and mica.
Yeah,
That's all
absolutely.
we've used
And your
to create
stencil
that.
spray.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is perfect for that. Again, how many different things can you do with one product? This is what we're talking about. We're talking about it when we did the Sospeso show earlier on. You know, buying one product that will do lots and lots of different things. So yes, it works on the back of your stencils to hold them in place. It works on your stencils when you use them with your foil pen, so it keeps your foil nice and tight on the back of the stencil. I use it with the rhinestone starter kit to hold the black sheet down onto the white sheet when you put your rhinestones in. I use it for that. Use it with your rice paper onto a little bit of copier paper. So a bit of this onto copier paper. Stick your rice paper to it as it goes through your printer. Using it with the paper piercing tool from Brother Scan & Cut. Honestly, so many different uses for that. Shop spray, $9.99. Right, let's do a little bit of a recap on this because this has got really busy all of a sudden and I'm not surprised. So let me tell you exactly what you're getting in the bundle. So you're going to get this is your gloss. So if you want a glossy finish, that's your gloss. If you want a matte finish, which is the one that David used, you get that in there. You get your craft glue in there. You also get your fabric glue. This is the one that's dishwasher safe, right?
It is indeed.
Dishwasher
Yes.
safe, which means that you can do rice papers on a plate, cure it for 21 days,
Yep, 21 days.
and then put that over the top. You can run it through. How can you put a rice paper through a dishwasher?
I know, right?
Only Cadence, right? Amazing. And then you've also got this one, which is more antique. So you're getting your 5 glues, and they are 59 mil in each one, plus your 8 interference micas. These are incredible. Don't miss out on these. Shop bundle, $39.98 before your club discount, plus your points. And then if it's over £35 when you've done all your discounts, etc., free shipping. If it's not, you can go onto our website now. So if you go onto highlightcrafts.com and you look at the live shopping page, so where you would normally watch us, you can go onto there and click on schedule and you'll get a menu that drops down, and then look at shop today's deals, and you can add anything from any of the shows in even before they go live as a club member. So that's important, because then if you haven't got to £35 and there's something on one of the shows you think, oh, do you know what, I'll have that, bring it over and that will change your postage. But look how amazing these look. These are the resin cast projects that we've brought you previously. Look how, I mean, it just changes it completely, doesn't it? And that interference is stunning, absolutely stunning. Shop bundle $39.98. Half the stock is now allocated and in people's baskets. Now, if you want your regular micas, because you can mix the two together, that would be really cool. Shop Mica is going to get you 32 5-gram pots of all these different colours. Now, you've just seen what David's done with those, with the glue. Imagine having 32 options. So instead of bringing you lots of different structure pastes and texture pastes in different colours, what Cadence do is make them in a couple of colours, and then you can add your own colour, which is fabulous. So think about going out and buying 32 pots of texture paste in all those different colours. It won't be $39.99, I'll tell you that much for nothing. Plus you're also going to get your discount off there as a club member, which is brilliant. So if you've never shopped with us before, it's super easy to do it with us here at Live Shopping and Highlight Crafts. All you're going to do is we're going to show you a product, for example, this, and that product will have been given a code. So this code in this case is mystery. So all you would do to buy that is type shop and then mystery into the comments underneath the video. So it's super easy to do that. Don't need to miss a second of what David's teaching you. Then you're going to get a message to your social media inbox that says thank you very much for your order, and in that message there will be a link. Click that link, that's going to take you to your basket on our website. Please, if you haven't got an account with us yet, open one, and then make sure that you're logging in every time before you check out, because just simply by opening an account with us, which is free, you automatically become a part of Club Highlight, which is also free, but you get extra discount, loyalty points, and that free shipping on a basket spend over £35. So it's super easy to shop with us. If you want to shop on the website, you can literally add the products that you want to your basket, and then you're going to get a little red shopping bag appear at the top. And when you're ready to make all those goodies in that bag into Happy Post, you're going to click on that bag and that will take you through that checkout process. So it's never been easier to watch and shop at the same time. It's brilliant. I love the concept. I think it's so clever. Right, David, are we ready for another demo, my love?
I think so as well.
What we're using next, and then I'll just give the details before you start.
Well, before we go into anything else, I thought with that chameleon and the glue bundle, I've
Yes.
seen a few questions coming through saying what's it like on white, so I'll have a little look at that first if that's
Yeah,
okay.
perfect. That
All
sounds
right.
like a plan.
So you see this here, look at the shine and shimmer that we're getting off this fabulous white canvas here, okay? So I'm going to show you that you go from white to that instantly. So I've got here my mica, that wonderful chameleon, and I've gone in with this like teal tone this time, okay? So we're going to pop it out onto our palette paper, all right? Again, I'm going to use my glue. This has got gold, it's got greens and blue inside there as well. I'm going to put our matte glue just on here.
Quick question, sorry David.
Not at all.
Alison Horn says, just a thought, could you spray the back of Sospeso Trasparente flowers with mirror spray?
I've never tried it, but I don't know if it'll work on that plastic.
I don't know whether it's not as good on plastic as it is on glass.
It's
is it
not.
really?
There's a few plastics out there in the world that
Try
just
it.
work on, but you know what? Try it.
Try it. Just cut a little corner off and try it and see what you think. I think that it might work,
Yeah.
Alison. We can see, can't we?
Absolutely. So what I've got here is my mica powder and my glue.
Love that glue.
Oh, look at it on there, and that's of course just directly onto the white.
Wow.
So I'm going to show you building this up. Okay, you're going to take your glue and you want to load your brush nicely with
Which
the
glue is this, please, David?
So again, this one is my Bond and Seal matte glue from, of course, that bundle that you do get
Perfect.
with your powders. You can use the one that's suited to the surface. This is an all-rounder, so great for paper craft. Go on.
Caroline Whittle's sat there going, I'm not looking. Go
Don't
on,
miss
Caroline,
out.
treat yourself.
Absolutely.
Don't take it with you. That's my motto.
This is it. So I'm going to start going on with a thin coat first.
Yep.
And we're going to build up our mica powders. Now notice as I go in here, of course, your mica can clump very quickly and easily.
Yeah.
So you want to keep working back and forth into it. Introduce glue if you've got a lot of friction.
Okay.
You want to keep it sliding and gliding, okay?
No, look at
Sliding
you.
and
Sliding and gliding
I
on a
know.
bank holiday Monday.
I know, right?
I think there's
Crazy.
a dance there.
I think there is as well. Bank holiday dance. So we're then going to start to build this up. And that's where you'll start to get this wonderful lime green colour coming through.
Wow.
So
You can see it out in the corner there now.
it's amazing.
Look at that.
So as this course comes up, you'll start to get the colour dancing through. Now what I'm going to do is, whilst this is still on the surface, very quickly give it a dry. I'm not going to set it, but quickly dry it. The surface might still be a bit tacky. So I've still got my tape here in place because I'm using glue, not paint. It'll be absolutely fine.
Val9 says she loves it when David does the shows on his own. Shall I leave?
I mean...
He's so knowledgeable and gives information when needed. Thank you, Val.
Thanks, Val.
It's all right, Val. I don't take offence. I've got thick skin.
Absolutely, we
dear.
all do here. No, that's
funny.
very nice of you. Thank you so much, Val. That's really kind of you. Thank you for joining us today. It's been a wonderful day so far. We've had all sorts, lots of variety on for you. Of course, we started the day with our Monday Morning Madness.
Yep.
And then we went from there, of course, to our Tattered Lace. And then we had an hour with Sospeso with the lovely Mel. We've had 2 hours of me, which I'm sure you're all very much ready for the end of.
No, I doubt that.
And then, of course, we are back at 1 o'clock with
Me.
Mel. I don't know what it was. I thought, I've remembered them all.
Bank Holiday Mayhem, I think it is.
Is it? Bank Holiday Mayhem. Mel's causing mayhem. Okay, now look at that. All of that colour on the back of here, it is just beautiful.
That is amazing.
Okay.
So on black, it kind of goes on in one coat because the black pushes that colour forward and makes it pop. And on white, you just build it up a little bit more. Look how that now it's dry. Isn't that fabulous? If you're in to your art journals, etc., etc., this is going to be fabulous. 75% now of shop bundle is allocated and in people's baskets. Oh, we will, Amanda. We'll get one. We'll get one.
Amanda's
You
scared
see,
she's missed.
because what we'll do is go straight off here, or you will, because I'm going next door, and go on there and shop it and check out.
Exactly.
Because even if it's sat in somebody's basket, Miss Amanda can go in and nick it.
Yeah, Amanda's the
watch it.
saboteur.
You see this little redhead like this on the website this afternoon? It's not me, it's her.
That's it.
Just saying.
That's it.
Right, that looks amazing, says Caroline. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Caroline also says, okay, you are so naughty for my bank balance. Welcome to my world. I know, right?
This is it.
Got home, there were loads of boxes. I bought myself a new body scrub and some
Ooh,
new face cream.
done a bit of pampering, have
I
we?
have, yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Well, you deserve it, so why not?
Well, me and Bo went out for a really long walk yesterday. We were about for 3 hours in the fields.
Really?
Yeah, every molehill. He has to stick his nose down. Everyone. And there's hundreds of them. And I cannot get him to walk past one without him doing that.
Really?
Like,
Oh
come
my
out.
goodness.
Stop it.
Takes everything just a little bit longer.
Yes, just a bit longer. 3 hours longer. Yeah, amazing. Right, David, what we're doing now, love?
Should we do some acrylic pouring?
Oh, yes, please.
And we'll do something a bit different.
Favourite.
We've, of course, delved into our acrylics, which is in that fabulous big mystery bundle, but we've also got our metallics, which you can turn into pours as well.
Nice.
Now, this, of course, is different because you're making each paint into a pouring paint, okay? So sometimes you might have a cup and you fill it with all different coloured pouring paints, like a dirty pour.
Dirty pour.
Yeah, and you can still do that with this, but we're going to mix in separate cups our paints first. Now, the beauty of this as well is that if you want to mix up a large portion of acrylic paint from the solution I'm going to share with you, you can put it in a bottle and seal it.
Yeah.
So you can bottle up your own pours. It's entirely up to you.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to start with is I've got some Cadence cups.
He's a sneaky sneaker.
Honestly, these are brilliant. Love
None
these.
of us knew that they were here.
Yeah.
Sneaky sneaker.
Well, actually,
Go on.
Hannah's
Give
the
me the
sneaky
excuse.
sneaker because they were under her desk and I found them.
What were you doing under Hannah's desk?
I don't know, actually. Probably shouldn't have said that. What was I doing under?
Actually, she's
I was
now
emptying
watching.
her bin.
Were you?
Yeah.
You're such a fibber. You're such a fibber.
I was emptying her
David,
bin,
wait,
so I was actually
honestly.
working really hard.
Yeah, you were.
So basically, what we're going to do is you want to do it in a 50% ratio. So basically, equal portion pour, equal portion paint.
Right.
So what I always do is so I'm going to show you in here. Bottom of my cup there, half of that, one side of the cup is the pour, okay? And then let's grab a colour. Let's go with this beautiful blue.
In a blue mood today.
Absolutely. So I'm going to put that down the other side. So now you can see I've got like a perfect half and half of my pour and half of my paint. And then 50% of those portions wants to be water. Now, I say 50%, it really doesn't have to be spot on or accurate. It's very forgiving. It's not like a science program. You can really sort of be fluid. So, half water, half pour, I'm going to make it confusing now. Half pour, half paint, and then half of those quantities is water.
Right.
Lolly stick, give it a good stir.
I
Okay.
love doing a pour.
Oh, me too. It's just fun.
And do you know what's the best thing? Every single one you do is unique in the world.
Yes,
'Cause
absolutely.
you'll never, ever, ever, ever recreate one exactly. It's brilliant. When we did the
This.
Cadence retreat last year, that was the one project I was a bit worried about because I thought people wouldn't enjoy it because it was a bit messy.
Right,
Well,
with
they
you.
loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, they were literally dancing around the
I remember,
academy.
I could hear everybody.
He kept coming backwards and forwards. He kept standing up in the middle of the class. I'm like, where are you going? They're going, I'm going to go and have a look at my pour. But secondly, we used all the waste paint up as well, which
Yes.
was really cool. So if you've never tried it, just honestly have a go because it's so much fun and you just have to let go.
You do.
And let it do what it does. It's
Oh, absolutely.
really cool.
It's all part of the process. It's fun. I'm working in a tray here. I've got a drawer with just a bin liner in it. Just protect the surface because, of course, it does drip around the edges. But I've been using it in a way that I've not really been quite excessive with it. This one, of course, I'm going onto a canvas, so I might put a little bit more paint on there. But look at these. They're like molten liquid gold. Like they're honestly, these are like proper luxury pouring paints.
Okay, question. Don't matter what the answer is because I put a bit of marker in that.
Absolutely, we're gonna do it.
Ooh.
Let's do it now. So this blue one.
Oh, black canvases have gone. Shop black. Now all allocated.
Wow.
Sorry about that. If you want the white ones, they are on boards. They're canvas boards.
Oh yes.
You're going to get 7 of each size in here, which is fabulous. And you could always gesso them black.
Ooh.
So if you mixed out on your black, you're going to get 28 canvas panels. I'm going to say that is... Have you got the sizes on
It's
there?
slightly
Lewis?
bigger than A4.
5
5
by 7,
by 7, 8 by 10,
9 by 12,
9 by 12,
11 by 14.
11 by 14. And you're getting 28 of them for $24.99. I know, crazy, right?
It is a crazy price, that one. It really, really is. So I'm mixing in here another colour. Again, I've got my petroleum.
Okay, we have another question.
Ooh, fabulous.
Can you use the diamond metallic with the pour?
Yes, you can. Absolutely. You
go.
can use your diamond metallics as well. It looks brilliant. What I'm going to do is mix some micro with some of these paints. I'm also going to sprinkle some of it on the top afterwards as it's set.
Oh, look at you with your little sprinkles.
I know, I'm going to sprinkle here, there and everywhere. So I'm mixing this one. This looks unbelievable. I'm sort of hiding it from you, sorry, as I was stirring it then. But look inside there. I'll have a look at that.
That's lovely.
It's like
Me
an
and my
oil
tummy
slit.
feels-
It made you hungry,
Then
that.
I'm like,
I know.
hour
I,
after this.
you
I've
know,
got
we-
another hour after this.
We said to him, and I said, oh, this morning let's order some breakfast. We'll get some sandwiches in.
Yeah,
Everywhere's
sure.
closed.
Of course it is. Bank holiday Monday.
I know. We were like, oh yeah, of course
It's only
it
us
is.
crazies that coming to work
I
on
know.
a
I
bank
was like,
holiday
no,
Monday.
everyone drinking us like, go away. And we were like, sorry, we're all hungry. Right, I've got some gold already mixed. So I'm just going to start.
Go on then.
I'm just going to go for it.
Go.
You could pour all of these into a separate cup and pour those out. So let's do a bit of that. So I'm going to put inside a lighter colour first. I'm going to go in here with that blue. Okay, and then we're going to go in with the plum that we mixed together.
Nice.
This is a wonderful shade. So some of the plum is going to sit on top of that one. And then I'm going to go in with some of the petroleum. In fact, actually, let's break it up with a little bit of gold.
Nice.
Put some gold in there as well. So put some gold just to the side. And then we're going to go in with petroleum. Mix this
Love
one in.
that.
It's a gorgeous colour.
It is beautiful.
No, I'm not expecting this to fill a whole canvas, but look inside there.
It's
Look
lush.
at that. It's completely different. And I'm actually going to pour this one on.
Okay.
Okay. And then what I'm going to do
Wow.
is I've got a little puffer.
Have you?
I have indeed.
Indeed. Oh, yeah,
I'm going to
that's
start. In fact, actually, let's get it a little bit flowing first.
cool. Yeah.
But look at these colours. We've created
Wow.
our very own metallic pour here.
Wow, look at that.
I know. So
It's amazing, isn't it?
I'm going to stop there. And what I'm going to do now is use my lolly stick just to tease in these areas to
Yeah.
cover the actual canvas. Because now that those areas are covered, the rest of the paint will be inclined to spread there. Okay.
Brilliant.
It's almost like you've opened the surface.
Yeah.
Now what I'm going to do is I do also have some white. So with the white, I'm going to do a very thin, just through here. And I'm going to do another one that just comes down like that, some little
Nice.
dots. And then I'm going to go in with my gold. And with the gold, I'm going to, let's give that a little mix. I got a little bit, just always give them a mix. If you've had them sat there for a little while, mix them up just a little bit more of that solution being consistent. And then a little bit in that corner and do a few little drops.
Stephanie Best says she thought Tesco's was open today. It is.
Oh, it is, it should be.
But that's not where we got our bacon sandwiches from.
No, there's a little buddy shop round the corner.
So we didn't get one, did we?
No, we didn't. Now look at that gold.
Wow, look at that. And there's no silicone in oil in that pour either, is there?
There isn't, no. So
If
you
wanted
can
cells,
add
you
it.
could add it. I love that.
So
That
this,
little puffer thing's good, is it, on the show?
it's not. Amanda had it the weekend and I think it all sold out, didn't it?
No, that was with the blending. It's $39.99. You get 50 sponges and a handle. You get the little puffer and you get 5 blending brushes and 3 pencil blenders.
There you go.
What brand is it under, Amanda, please?
Good question.
So you can have a look on the brand shop.
You'll be able to find it on the website. I think as well, if you had a look at the schedule, and it might still be there from the weekend, you might be able to get it.
Yeah.
That might
look
be
on
a
there,
way.
have a look on the schedule because it's a cool little tool, that, isn't it?
It's brilliant for this. I'm just using little tiny ones.
Yeah, it is.
And you can see how it's creating this veining across the
Yes,
surface.
really cool.
And as the white mixes with those colours, it of course brings out all of that metallic tone. Look at that in there.
love that everyone is different.
Oh, every
Super
single
clever,
time.
isn't it?
I'm going to put quite a bit there, and then I'm also going to bring in, let's have a look. I want to bring some more of this colour up towards the top. So I'm using the actual pots neat, and I've got loads left inside here. I could do another one of these canvases. I'm going to put some blue in here. Okay, so I'm building these up. See how it's going down the edge? That's fine, we don't mind that.
And would you pour it on a stretch canvas, or would you pour on a? Can you pour on a board?
Well, this is on a stretch canvas, this one. This is one of our little 5x7s.
Yeah.
But you can do it on a board. You will actually find that if you've got a large stretch canvas, you'll get a dip in the middle. It's always wise to cut a piece of construction board that's the same size as the inside and glue it in there. Bit hard boards are perfect. This one's only small, so I'm not too worried that it's going to create like a big puddle.
No, what we did when we did the big ones was just put big cups underneath it and
Yes.
stabilise the whole thing. So because you are putting weight onto it, aren't you, with the
Yes.
paint? But yeah, fabulous. Question: can you store the pouring paint once it's mixed? I'm thinking of Vivaplex in the Vivaplex
Oh yes,
bottles.
absolutely. You could do. Just make sure to give them a really good shake before you use them.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah, that's great. Thanks, Karen, for the question.
Definitely.
Yes, absolutely. You could put them in those little 2-ounce bottles. They'd be great.
So I'm just teasing some of
Look
that
at
paint.
you.
I'm making some of those like cosmic sky
It's fabulous,
flares.
isn't it? I love doing
Oh.
stuff like this. And if you'd said that to me 10 years ago, and I'd been like, yeah, whatever, there's no way I'm doing that.
You just have to give it a chance.
But you do. You just have to try it. And try it with a positive head, not I'm not going to like it. I'm trying it because I think I should. Just, honestly, it's brilliant.
Look at that. I'm obsessed.
I'm obsessed too. That's
So,
beautiful.
All the edges around there, you could then use your lolly stick just to go around and tease any of those edges, and it will continue to flow.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go around and just mix that in, and gravity will do the rest. Okay, so on this top, we've got
Good
pretty much a
there.
nice wrap
Yeah.
around there. So
Good
look
there.
at that. So a little bit there.
It's fab, isn't it?
I'm actually going to pick up a little bit of that pouring paint and just put a little bit of it.
What
just
are you
there.
doing in your next club?
So in the next one, the one that comes out in June,
No,
it's,
this one. The
oh,
current
the one, this one, it's all wood.
Wood.
Okay, so the
Nice.
chopping boards, use those, all that
Perfect.
sort of stuff. But in that one, it's all about wooden surfaces. We did 5 projects in that
Wow.
one. I know, right? And
a lot.
it's a lot in there. And it's still only an hour. I managed to keep it in time for you, but I didn't do it rushed. I wanted everyone to get all of the knowledge they needed, but you get all of the information. And that will be in your emails tomorrow.
Very good. Right,
this.
Stephanie Best. Oh, if you like tiramisu,
Obsessed.
this is random. Tesco are doing a limoncello one. Brought one on Friday. It's delicious. Finished it off yesterday.
Tiramisu is my favourite dessert.
Limoncello.
Never how does that work then?
Well, instead of being coffee, it'll be lemon.
Oh, right.
I would have thought. Just saying.
Sorry?
I'm going to fetch one.
Are we allowed to have a boozy dessert at work? Well, maybe we are. I don't know.
Well, you're finished. You're finished now, aren't you, for today for shows?
Oh, that's it. Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
not.
That's it. There we
So
go.
if I'm like this tonight, I've been on. I do like limoncello.
You're absolutely tiramisu'd.
Tiramisu.
I'm
Absolutely,
honestly. Mel, come and have a
tiramisu.
look at this. Come and have a
I'll
look at
come
it from
and
the
have a
top. Come
look.
and see it. I'm proper happy with that.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Look at all the mica,
The
and then
metallics. Look at it.
shall we dust a little bit of this on top?
Go on then.
I don't know if I have any idea what this is going to look like.
Okay, let's try. I love that. Go on, hold it there. I'm going to tap it.
Oh, little bits are just dusting down.
Yeah,
Let me put a bit
it's
more
like
on.
fairy dust.
Oh, look at that. It like sinks in.
Oh, does it'll spread, won't it? Oh,
Okay, that's amazing.
super cool.
Oh.
Oh, it's fizzing.
Oh, it is.
Can you see that? I get really, really, really close. Look, it's fizzing. If you could see fizz, that's what it would look like. Oh, I love. Oh, David, that looks really cool with that.
Oh my gosh.
Right, you need
These are the
this in your life.
look at that one there. These are the chameleons, everyone.
Yeah, you definitely need these in your life. Shop bundle is going to get you all 5 of the glues plus all 8 of the interference micas. You need these in your basket. These are amazing. Absolutely amazing. Look how beautiful that is.
So let that dry.
Yes.
24 hours at least before you want to go anywhere near that. But don't use a heat gun. You can use a little blowtorch, like a cake decorating one, to remove any
Yeah, you
bubbles or
can.
create cells.
Yeah, yeah.
But that's fine. Just leave it to do its own thing.
Absolutely. And if you want more, if you want cells, if you go onto our website, look in the Cadence brand shop, it's called silicone oil. And you can just add, excuse me, a few drops as you pour your paint and these cells appear.
Looks
I love
like
the
that.
cells. Yeah, looks just like that. There you go. Perfect. Right, that's lush, David, says Jane Lindsay. Absolutely.
Love it.
Right, so Karen Halbert, idea.
Oh, go on,
Line the
Karen.
bottom of the tray with wallpaper offcuts or lining paper, and you could have background papers with the waste paint.
Nice. Yes,
Genius.
absolutely. Yeah, because I've got a little bit
Absolutely,
there. So
Karen.
I've probably got about a couple of teaspoons.
I like peeling it off and
Me
then
too.
putting it in a jewellery bezel with some resin, clear resin over the top, because it's unique,
That's what you need to do.
right? So if you're selling unique jewellery, that's going to be absolute. Wow, that is a fab result. It is, Margaret, you're right. What do we need for the wood class, please? Asked Lorna.
Okay, so Lorna, in your email, you will receive the full list, okay? You will receive a list of the stuff that I have used, or of course, stuff that you may want to get included to be able to craft along at the same time. So the list will be emailed to you, so don't worry if you don't do social media, it will be in that list for you. Also, as well, I do mention any of the additional bits and bobs that I'm using during the class, which I class as essentials.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
3 months for
I know,
£30.
right? It's brilliant.
I know.
And when you think about it as well, in that month, we've got an additional set of 8 brand new rice papers for club members as well. Those rice papers on their own would be worth more than what the monthly payment is.
Wow.
So, I
And
mean,
they're a download.
and they're a download, so they come to you within your
So you
account.
can print
and
them
the
out
class.
anytime that you want. And you can print them on what you want. It doesn't have to be on your rice paper. It can be on your regular crafting paper, which is great. 80% now of this
Wow.
bundle is allocated and in people's baskets. I am not surprised. That, for me, is the deal of the show.
Oh, 100%.
It's so versatile. And as a crafter, we don't want to buy a product that does one thing. We want to be able to add other things into it to make it expand, like the rice papers and
Yes.
the micro studio and the glue and all that kind of thing. All the things that we bring you eventually will build and work together. Micas, who knew? Micas
know.
sprinkled onto a pour. Absolutely fabulous. I think you've had a lovely time, haven't you?
I've done so much. We did some frosting, we've done some acrylic pouring, we've done some micas onto it. I mean, we've done canvases, we've done rice paper earlier as well. We've done all sorts.
All sorts
It's
of
been
stuff.
lovely. It's been a really nice celebratory show. Also, as well, you've only got a couple of minutes left to get in and spin the wheel as well.
Oh, yes, holiday. Type
Holiday.
in holiday. What are we
Holiday.
giving away? We're spinning the wheel.
We're spinning the wheel.
Oh, how nice.
Spin the wheel at the
Right.
end.
Shall we do a quick recap?
Can do, yeah. fancy
Mystery.
it. Oh, the mystery.
Shop mystery. You're going to get 15 of the 70ml Cadence hybrid acrylics for $39.99 before your club discount,
That's crazy.
which is incredible. Now, contents will vary, but who cares?
I know.
It's Cadence and it's hybrid acrylic. You
Absolutely.
can mix all sorts of different colours with this. Absolutely fabulous. And you can paint pour with this.
You can paint pour with this. So like the first one we did with our coasters, that was using the colours from here. So you can use your paint pouring with it. It's an all-surface paint as well.
Okay, so if I paint pour with it, because I'm diluting it down, does it still bond to all those different surfaces?
Yeah, you can still do pours onto fabrics, but some fabrics, of course, it will soak through
Yeah.
because it's a more fluid texture. But yeah, absolutely. The thing is, with the pouring effect medium, it still allows acrylic and metallics to retain their properties. So
Yes.
the pigmentation doesn't lesser. It's not going to be weaker. It'll still be strong and bold. It will still be flexible. So you can still use it on all those surfaces. Anything, of course, that's going out in the garden, though, if you've used your silicone oil, make sure to just aquastone it. Wipe it first and aquastone it.
Aquastone's going to become one of those words like pin flare, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Because
Aquastone's
it's on
fabulous.
everything. I use it with all sorts. You can even mix aquastone in with your paints and make it into a glossy paint.
Yes.
Like,
And
it's
you can-
unbelievable.
And with your markers as well, right?
Oh, with your markers, it looks
Perfect.
incredible.
Don't miss out on those interference because I know.
Mm.
I know very well. I was going to swear then. I know that little one behind the camera is going to go straight in there and order those interference markers. Then she'll pretend she hasn't because we'll be like, Amanda.
They're just dreamy.
They are
I've never
lovely,
seen
aren't
anything like it.
They are fantastic, aren't
Yeah.
they? Right, so Shop Mica is going to get you all 32 of these colours for $39.99. Now, these are just your regular micas. I say regular, they're beautiful, aren't
Yeah,
they?
they are.
And to get all those colours is an absolute wow, especially if you like your piping.
Definitely.
They're going to be great with the
Yes.
piping, aren't they? Then we've got panels next. So 28 of these canvas panels. These are crazy. Pre-gessoed. 28 of them for $24.99 shop panel.
Honestly, they're
That's
amazing.
a cracking price.
It is unbelievable.
It's
Wait, so we've got
Get
3,
7 of
4,
each.
7 of each, so 7 for. Oh, that's crazy.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
28.
Slightly smaller than A3, slightly smaller than A4. I'm going to say that's about an A5-ish, bit smaller, and that's
And
about
that's
an
8 by
A4.
10.
Oh yeah, great. There we
Yeah.
go. Oh yeah, you did all
9
the
by
sizes
12.
earlier, didn't you? Sorry about
I
that.
don't know. Right, napkin
deal.
next. Napkin glue. What do I need this for, David?
This is your porcelain napkin glue. So when you go for your Magic Bond and Seal kit, that dishwasher safe glue that's in there, this is your bigger version.
Oh!
This is your bigger
that what
version.
it
We've
is?
now got it. Yes, this is
Oh.
it. So it will dry. If you put rice paper onto a slick surface and you don't want it to come off, this is the one you want to use. If you want that rice paper to come off, don't use this, okay?
Okay.
It is permanent. It's a bonding surface. Now, of course, it is water-based, so you don't need gloves or anything to work with it, but it's like a gel. The glue is much thicker, okay?
Right.
So it's like it will stay pronounced on the surface. So again, plates, crockery, exterior planters, that sort of thing, it will mean that your rice paper, the inks don't run and the water just runs off the surface and they can withstand all temperatures.
Brilliant. Right, shop frost to finish us off.
Frost
I
here.
love that.
Cadence frosting gel. Of course, I applied this with a sponge, which gave us that wonderful texture as well. Great for privacy glass, or of course, creating decorative finishes. Great through a stencil for Christmas on glassware as well.
Nice.
It looks amazing. Again, you can use it on all sorts of glassware and ceramics as well. It cures in the oven at 180 degrees. So once you've put it on, let it dry for 24 hours. Pop it in the oven for 20 minutes at 180. And then let it cool, and then of course it's dishwasher safe.
Can I use it without putting it in the
Yes,
oven?
because I wouldn't put that in. I won't put my crystal champagne flute in the oven. I would just leave it 21 days, and you'll still get the same result. The fact that it's oven curable is a little bit of a cheat around that, though, for
And
you.
once it's on, right?
It's never coming off.
Okay, so I can't do snowflakes on my windows for Christmas.
I'm gonna say not. No.
65 days.
It
That
would.
Yeah,
Well, you'd
that
be
would
all
be.
right, Amanda.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gonna
you
say
can't
Amanda's
even do
definitely
that.
doing that. Yeah, it's designed to stay on the surface. There may be strippers out there that can get it off.
Really?
If they want to come round and do it for you, then they might.
Wheel.
I knew it'd all fall apart one way or another. Get your local stripper. You'll be all right. She'll come and clean your windows for you. Oi.
The random
Brilliant.
job.
Right, I'm
Right.
gonna spin. I knew something would happen. Number 9, spin
Spin
again.
again.
I know that already. Number 4.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 200 points.
Yay!
For Becky Finity.
Becky Finity, well done, Becky.
Congratulations.
Right, I'm going to go next door. Amanda's going to go and get David's going to go and get the wet floor sign because I think Amanda's just wet herself laughing at the strippers. And I'll see you in about 5 minutes' time next door. We've got some cracking deals for you. Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you in a
Bye.
bit. Bye.